Hi, nerds, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. My name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. I'm going to be our GM for our game today. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the game and a little bit more about what we're doing here. But first, I'm going to let my amazing players introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, I'm Agent P. I use they them pronouns and I'll be playing Darsh, who is the intern on this failing show. Any work is good work as long as he's getting paid, I guess, and kind of a skeptic, so it's good to have someone balanced in a volatile set like this.
Hey, I'm M, and I use they, them pronouns. I'm going to be playing Enzo today, the face of the ghost hunting program.
I am D Tigertron, they, he. I'll be playing Haley, they, she, a medium, and I am the opposite of balanced.
Hey, I'm Ezra. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be playing Will Anderson with he, him pronouns today.
All right, excellent. Well, I'm super excited to get started and to get into our story. But first, a couple of things about our stream today. We are doing the stream for Roll for Wishes. I forgot to add a Roll for Wishes logo to the overlay, but that's okay. We're here for Roll for Wishes, which is the annual TTRPG event for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. We have some reward incentives today that you can donate to influence the game, either to help the players or to make their lives a little bit more complicated, because hunting ghosts isn't complicated enough on its own. So I'm going to put the link to our Tiltify into the chat. It is !donate. Anyone can use that anytime. It pops up the link right there that should direct you straight to our Tiltify, where you can donate those rewards, and I'll be keeping an eye on those to see. You can add a complication, you can make me roll for random events, which could be good for the players or not. You can choose to cause problems or to be helpful. It is totally up to you. Couple other things about our stream today. You can donate for those who are watching live. I know some folks are going to be watching the repeat of this as part of the Nerds with Dice All Hallows All Dice 13-day Halloween event. So if you're watching the rerun, hi. You can still donate, but you can't affect the game because the game's already happened. But we do greatly appreciate you catching the rerun, and I hope that for anyone who is watching this later, you're enjoying our big Halloween gaming event. And if you're here now and you're watching live, that you catch that coming up. We did just have the announcement for that go out this morning. It's going to be our big Halloween, mostly charity event. Most of the games that are part of that are also going to be part of Roll for Wishes. So plenty of chances to stop by and donate and affect other games, both for Halloween vibes and for charity. Something else I'm going to throw in. As I introduce myself, hi, I'm Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. Like I said, I'm going to be our producer, is the term in Anomaly Hunters, the game that we're playing. And this is a very special stream for me because today marks the 1 year anniversary of when I started streaming and doing actual plays. I was actually I was part of Roll for Wishes last year, this exact time, playing a game with a semi-similar kind of vibe to Anomaly Hunters, so I'm really excited to be doing this today. So, all of that and introductions out of the way, the last thing I'm going to say is this is a horror game. I don't expect it to be heavy horror. We have, of course, behind the scenes in all of our Session 0 and stuff, talked about safety, things that players are okay with and things that we're not okay with, but do keep yourself safe. I don't have any super specific content warnings for this one other than just supernatural horror, which I think fits the vibe of the game. But if at any point you need to leave, again, we're going to have so many Halloween games. Take care of yourself. Come back, catch a different stream. It is totally okay. With that, we are going to dive right into our story for today. We're going to start our scene in a rather small, plain waiting room with uncomfortable chairs and posters hanging on the wall. All of the posters are dedicated to different television shows produced by the network, just the network. Uh, there are, some of them look pretty old, like some of them are references to some pretty old shows, and then more recent shows which look a little bit more campy, not quite as serious. You're not really seeing any hits among the recent shows that are being advertised here. And there is, of course, no mention of the most recent show aired by the network. But there is a very large, bright poster with the word boo in deep red font on one wall, which you just know that someone somewhere was paid way too much money to come up with that like clever title um, for the network. So as we have, the camera on your show has not yet started rolling, but as the camera for us pans around the room, who do we see sitting around or standing around in this waiting room?
I think Enzo is pacing back and forth down the hallway. He's a very big guy, probably around 50, broad shoulders, kind of like a almost handlebar mustache, um, trimmed hair, just wearing like a nice cardigan, kind of like fairly ordinarily dressed. Um, Somebody who watched a lot of wrestling in the 2000s would pick him out immediately as the Magnificent Enzo. But he did, like, the costume's gone. You can see it in his face though, but he looks worried, or a little anxious, just kind of pacing back and forth in this hallway.
I think kind of in a corner of a room you see Will. He's a big guy, but big in like as men get older, they get like a little bit that weird, almost bulky, broad shape. He's anywhere from 40 to 70, who knows? And he looks like he was born with like a boom grip in his hand, so he's just kind of somewhere in the back, just like monitoring, because he's done this a million times, and this is no different from him.
I think around Will, somewhere near Will, you see this like just entered his 20s kid um, who is like checking and double checking whatever bag that he has packed for this thing and kind of nervously looking at Will and like going back into his bag and making sure everything is up to code or whatever. And yeah, this is Darsh.
Matching Enzo's energy and like checking him out and looking around the room every once in a while in sunglasses and hat because she kind of is giving the vibe of like she doesn't want to be seen even though she's here for a television show. Is Haley. She's a trans female, early 40s, and she's actually looking at like the older posters. And if anybody comes up to her, she'll be like, "Yeah, this is back when TV was good, before all these new and fangled shows came out. There are mostly commercials anymore. You get 5 minutes of TV and 20 minutes of commercials."
Well, you're all waiting around. You are supposed to have a meeting with the producer of your show, Mr. John Oliver Wallace. None of you have actually met him yet. You feel like the hiring process for this show was kind of weird and like very fast. Like normally for a show, like you're really vetted and you have to do, like auditions and callbacks. You pretty much kind of just like applied and got this job. You had to sign a lot of paperwork that had a lot of small print that you probably didn't need to read. It probably wasn't anything like super important in any of that small font. And, again, like a job's a job, right? You're getting paid to be here. So you are all waiting around, but it does seem like the producer is maybe running a little bit late because he was supposed to meet with you all about 5 minutes ago. So I'm curious. There's some anxious energy here. There's some people like hiding in the background. Is this just like a full room of awkward silence, or is anyone chatting amongst yourselves?
I'll go up to Enzo. Are you John? Are you the one I'm supposed to be meeting
Uh,
here, sir?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. Do you know what like I should be looking for? Like, have you met him before? Do you know?
I haven't met John. I haven't worked for this network before, but
Oh, okay. And
yeah,
I just looked into the corner of the other people just to see if they react to that. Like, are they gonna step out and say, "Okay, I'm here. I'm the guy you're supposed to be here for"? And I guess other than that, I guess, I'm somewhat awkward silence.
hmm. Yeah, these producers they'll keep you waiting. It's this is your first time uh, on a show like this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's my first time on TV, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not here like for the show. I'm here for what the show's about. I'm hoping to help some people out that maybe have some unfinished business. But yeah, they were fine with that when I said that's why I wanted to to show up or whatever. Is there is there coffee or something somewhere? You've been on a lot of these shows? You say that you asked me if it was my first time, so it sounds like you've done this before.
Yeah, not this type of show, but I've been. I did. You might have seen me on Dancing with the Stars. I didn't make it very far, but
You did great, bud. That was great.
oh
I was cheering.
oh thanks thanks.
Yeah.
Hi, hi,
Hey.
young man. Do you have you done this before too?
Usually behind the scenes, but yeah. Buddy Jeff told me about this opportunity, so signed up.
Okay,
Um,
is this normal? Just to have us all just sitting out here and like nobody telling us what to do?
I mean, we're on LA time, so they'll get here eventually. I usually bring my
Oh,
own coffee though, and then you just see like from nowhere he has his own thermos that a second ago you did not see.
Darsh looks at Will of like very like in awe, but at the mention of coffee, would have pulled out like a packet of like instant coffee and would have handed it to Haley.
No, no,
oh, thank you
that's
so
bad.
much.
That's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
No,
Pours a cup from like his own thermos and is like, no, 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 no.
oh, thank you so much. You're so nice.
Of course,
I hope we get to
Dejectedly
work
puts the
together.
coffee back.
gotta use the good stuff. Ground beans from the
Thank you for
beginning.
offering.
Of course, ground beans from the beginning. Gotta ground them yourself. That's where the love is.
Oh, okay.
But
So
yeah,
have
they'll
you
be
both
here.
been on TV before too? Like
Not on
this
behind.
no behind.
Never on.
What
Eh,
does that mean?
would work behind the scenes. I'm an intern. I've kind of like gestures to like the most recent poster, I would say. And like I was in like the leg end of that one, worked on the leg end of that one. Eh, it was work.
In turn, is that I'm not familiar with that phrase or that saying. What does that mean?
Uh, like a
Like an
paid or
assistant.
unpaid opportunity to be, yeah, to be an assistant essentially.
Unpaid?
Sometimes.
Honey, no. Know your worth, honey. If you're doing a job, you should be paid for it.
I hope that I mean that I hope I'll get like more luck in front of the camera. So that's why I applied to be on this.
I tell you what, you give me the name and number of the person you work for before I'm gonna call him. I'm
It's
gonna get
the
you paid for your
same.
work you did.
It's the same guy.
We're gonna meet him today. I'll give him a piece of
I,
my mind. You bet. Bet you.
I don't. Okay.
I feel like that's a really great opportunity for the door to open. You see someone who you assume is not directly the person who you're going to be working for because it also looks like a fairly young, femme presenting, uh, pale-ish, like lighter white skin. Not like unhealthily pale, just like maybe someone who's worked a little bit too much and doesn't get to get out very often. Um, the beginnings of dark circles under her eyes, but she is dressed like very, very nicely, very professionally, like pencil skirt, button-up shirt that's tucked in, very, very straight brown hair, and she's got a clipboard in her hands, and she comes out like, "Sorry, so sorry to keep you all waiting. Um, we've had a slight bit of a change. We're actually going to be starting filming a little bit sooner than we anticipated for the show, so we're gonna kind of brief you on the way, if that's all right. We've got the van ready, and Mr. Wallace will meet you there, and we'll kind of get started, if that's okay.
As long as everybody, especially this young man right here, is getting paid for it.
Uh, your salaries were negotiated in the various contracts that you all signed. If you would like to renegotiate, we can maybe see how this episode of the show goes. You know, we're going to be making our pilot episode today.
So is
So,
it urgent because there's somebody that needs our help? There's somebody from there's a
um,
supernatural event. That's what I'm supposed to
yes,
say, right?
we've been getting some reports, and the network is eager to get the first episode of the show going and airing. Um, we've we really could use the ratings of a new show to kind of boost our. It's fine. Everything's fine, and you have total job security working here. Um, and she will kind of take a step back and like she entered through the door that you all entered through. So like you came into this kind of waiting room area, and now she's like, okay, time to leave, time to go back out the way you came. Um,
Okay. As long
but
as
we
we're all
can.
getting in the van together. Never get in a strange van by yourself.
Uh, yes. It is a company van. You will all be going together, and again, Mr. Wallace will meet you there.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Alrighty.
So you all head together over to the van. It's not super big, but it is a official production company van. It says the network on the side of it. Um, and this is kind of combining for the sake of the game. There's kind of phases to the game, the first one of which is the briefing, and the next of which is the preparation phase. And so in the van, there are just boxes and boxes of mostly unsorted things that you can go through that like may be helpful to you, that you're going to be able to sort through, grab some items, fill your backpack, start getting prepped and making plans. Um, but when you get out to the van, you do see your direct boss, the producer of the show, Mr. John Oliver Wallace. He is a middle-aged, but like also kind of tired looking, a little bit grumpy looking um, white man dressed in a, again, like his outfit looks nice. Like he looks like he's wearing like nice clothes until you look a little bit closer and you realize that they're pretty cheaply made. So like looks nice from a distance. You get up close and you're like, okay, that's not as nice as it looked actually. Um, but he sees you all coming, and as soon as he sees all of you, kind of sits up a little bit straighter. Um, Good, you're all here. We have gotten some reports from the Denver Museum of Science and Nature. There has been an oddly large shadow, apparently, at all times of the day, just hanging out over the museum. Wouldn't have thought anything of that really a whole lot. I don't know, it's a shadow. But we just got some reports that some of the employees have reported some strange noises from one of the sections that's under construction. Again, it's a construction zone, so like maybe that's not that weird, but we haven't been getting a ton of like really solid, reliable leads, to be honest. So we're gonna jump on this one, and we're gonna take the chance. They said that they can have the area cleared out for us to film, so we're just gonna go and we're gonna see what we find, and we're gonna make great television, right, guys?
Good morning. Nice to see
Right.
you. Yeah,
Are
let's
you
go
the
make
driver
TV.
of the van? Is that?
Uh, I
Are you
my
gonna take us to meet the guy, the producer guy that we told to meet?
I'm the producer of the
Oh,
show. Yeah,
okay.
I'm coming with you, obviously, to like supervise, oversee everything, make sure.
Don't mind getting your hands dirty. I like that.
Yeah, we really need this show to take off. So no pressure, but also a little bit of pressure. Because this is all of your jobs. So, anybody have any questions?
So you said there's a shadow over the museum. Are the lights inside the museum flickering or anything like that? Is it cold at all?
Not
Are
that
you
we've
sure?
gotten a ton of reports, but that's on you. Yeah, sorry, did you have a question? Intern, sorry, I don't remember your name.
Darsh.
That's fine.
No, it's
Are
not.
you sure?
His name's Darsh.
His name is Darsh. His name is Darsh. You will use his name on your TV show. You'll have full credit.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, everyone's credited like at the end. I'm not in charge. I don't like set that up though. And he,
Are you
he
sure?
says like under his breath a couple times, like Darsh, in a way that you're sure he will forget again. Like he puts in like a second of effort to be like, I can remember this, and that no.
He's done. Out of his mind. Darsh looks up at him again. It's like, are you sure the shadow isn't just maybe like a large cloud?
You might think that, but it has been there for days, and it's not moving, according to the couple of reports that we've gotten from employees.
Oh, okay.
And like normally shadows
Weird.
move, so I don't know. I haven't seen it myself personally. Part of why I'm going with you. We're really just relying on what a couple of the employees have told us at this point. So, but that's on you. You get to go and ask them questions and get again whether there's something really there or not. We're gonna act like there is. All right.
So it's all improv for this. We don't have any particular. Okay, yeah,
It's reality TV, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's all real. It's all happening. No script, just get in front of the camera. And yeah, I think he sees you, Enzo, and he does kind of light up. Like you are the big hire for this show, which maybe says something about the show and the network. You're like the big name that they got. And so he does kind of like have that moment of recognition of like, the star is here. And he, yes, Enzo, welcome. And he goes over and like shakes your hand. Again, to the ignoring of everybody else who's here. Really glad we could get you on board for this one. I've been a big fan of your work ever since you were on Dancing with the Stars. That's right, you did great.
Yeah, the judges didn't think so, but I tried my best.
Yeah, hey, that stuff's hard. Like that takes a lot of work, and we, no dancing required here, but we might need a little bit of that physical strength and prowess, right? You gotta, I don't know, I don't know if you can fight a ghost, but we're gonna find out.
Hope so. He strikes his like classic Enzo pose. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
I mean,
Looks cool.
muscles
Looks
are
really
not
cool.
going to help against the ghost. Do you know anything about ghosts?
I know you haven't done this before, but we in improv, I've taken a few classes. We just say yes. So yes.
It sounds like you and Darsh need some home training. But I get in the van and I say, I'm gonna probably need another cup by the time we get to the museum. Hopefully their coffee machine is working, or can we stop at like a Starbucks right outside the museum?
I got it. And just pours another cup for.
Thank
That's
you.
your last one. I'm cutting you off.
What was your name, young man, with the coffee?
Will. I
Awesome.
haven't been called young in some years. I'll take it. Works for me.
Thank you, Will.
All right. Well, if anyone has any further questions, again, this is kind of the briefing stage where you're allowed to ask questions and get information. You can tell that it doesn't necessarily seem like your producer has a whole lot of information. There's a little bit of grasping at straws going on here. But he is going to be in the van. You do have someone driving you. They've got enough of a budget to have someone drive the van for now. And this is again also the preparation phase. It is very disorganized in here. There's just a lot of boxes of like old props that look like someone just grabbed anything they thought could be useful for a TV show without really giving a ton of thought or mind to what you were going to be doing. But the fact that everything is here in the van with you does mean that this is a mobile preparation, like it will be with you, so you're also allowed to get to the location, do a little bit of snooping, and then come back and see if you can find anything in here in the van that might be more useful than what you have with you already. I know everyone has their starting items that you have taken. So this can also be a chance to, you've got a little bit of a drive, so you can also just kind of talk and brainstorm and plan. Again, I think you're getting the sense, especially Haley, that like the other people here are not here for the same reason you're here. Like you're here to help and to talk to ghosts and help ghosts move on and keep people safe. And it does not seem like other people maybe know quite as much about that as you do. But yeah, you've got a little bit of time to chat, brainstorm, come up with plans, or have a very awkwardly silent car ride, whatever you would like to do.
Mr. Enzo, you said that you've been on TV before. I have you dealt with? Does this giant shadow thing ring a bell to you? Because this isn't really speaking my language. Have you done anything like this before? And you're dancing with, was it stars? Were you dancing like at nighttime underneath the starlight? Is that what the show was about?
If I'd made it to the final, I would have. But
Oh,
uh,
and people
went
watch
back.
that. People just watch people just dancing outside under the stars.
Do you not have a TV?
I don't watch TV anymore because it's all commercials. It's like 5 minutes of TV, 25 minutes of commercials. So I don't watch TV anymore.
Oh, okay.
I have
I
some
mean,
good
usually,
books.
if you get a subscription plan, you can. It doesn't matter. No, Shadow. I mean, there was a guy back in my wrestling days called the Shadow, but I don't think that's what we're dealing with here.
To
I
be
have
clear,
prescriptions. You said I have prescriptions. What? Will?
no, I've got a question for Big Producer Man. Hey, so you said there's just a big shadow over the building?
Yep, that's what we've been hearing from some of the employees. Just a big shadow.
Is it like
What?
doing anything, or is it just really likes the museum?
From what we can tell, just really likes the museum. Um, just kind
Do
of hanging out.
you
I think
do
he
you
kind of looks
know?
at his tablet and is like, "This won't help." Just puts it back in the bag that he has. Like, all right, well, thank you. Just a shadow.
Uh,
Fuck.
Darsh will also ask the producer. Um, you had said there was an exhibit that was under construction where people were hearing things. What exhibit is it?
Yeah, it's the Gem and Mineral Hall area. They're doing some construction to it, and apparently some of the employees over the last couple days have been hearing some weird noises coming from there, supposedly at times when there's not any active construction going on.
Do they know like what time?
They've the one or two reports that we got just kind of didn't really specify. You're gonna have to ask someone that when you get there.
Mm,
So
okay.
the shadow's not moving, and it's coming from a place of rocks that also shouldn't be moving.
The shadow is
And
outside, like over the whole building, and there's noise coming from the rock plate. I don't know. Apparently, it's kind of like a rock cave. Oh no, here I can give you all, and this is part of the game. You are given a map. I'm going to share that. I think our audience can see it. If you want to see it, however, you can Google the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. No relation to the Denver Museum of Science and Nature, where our players are. Any resemblance to a real place is purely because this is based on a real place. Because I didn't want to have to design a map. And I also have a friend who works there. If you live near Denver, you should go check it out. It's a cool place. But thankfully, the museum itself, in fact, like the real museum that this is based on, is a fairly large museum. It's 3 stories. The rock exhibit is just on the first floor, so you're only going to be given a map of the first floor, quite simply because I don't want you all to go like wandering the entire museum and getting yourselves lost. So you have enough information that so far the only places that noises have been heard is just on the first floor. So I am going to send you all that map. So you can start thinking about camera placement as well, because when you get there, especially I think Will, this is mostly going to be on you. You're the production, unless you want to have Darsh the intern run around and help you set up cameras, learn to set up cameras. It could be valuable learning experience for the intern to learn some of the tech stuff, the behind the scenes. Um, Always the most, truly no one understands how complicated the tech things are behind the scenes. I say, having dealt with the tech things behind the scene for this stream right before we got started. Um, so
Especially not
yeah.
Haley.
Oh yeah, Haley has no idea. So you will all be able to look over the map a little bit. There are other things on the first floor just to kind of give a visual for our audience. This is a museum that caters a lot to, students and schools. There's a couple of like family exploration centers, a school lunchroom, a school information area. But the biggest things on the first floor are the museum gift shop, um, and like the food areas, the places to eat, the really big space odyssey section and their planetarium, and then the gems and minerals area, which again, as you've heard, is under construction at the moment. So yeah, you have an idea of where to possibly like center your exploration.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And as you
and
get
so they
closer, you're
have
gonna want to think about cameras. But yeah, go for
they
it.
have a space planetarium thing here. It might be like just like that show you're on, Dancing Under the Stars.
There might be some copyright issues with doing any kind of callback to that. Maybe if we're subtle, do you and me maybe do a little dance through there?
I think it's been a while. It's been a while, but I think I remember how to do the tango and the waltz. But I
Enzo,
might need
your
a
Roomba
refresher.
was class act on Dancing with the Stars. It was great.
Oh,
Crazy that they
thanks.
gave you a Roomba week 1, but you know.
Uh,
I
that
thought
means a
that was
lot
a
to me.
vacuum cleaner that cleans by itself.
I also thought that.
the Roomba, with that one, that dance. It's all in the hips. That's what your pro was saying, I remember.
I have to be careful about moving my hips too fast. I'm getting a little older.
I think
I think my hips are fine.
You say this place is under construction, producer. Do we have like hats? Like, do you have the orange hats that people wear under construction?
I'm sure they've got a couple of spare ones laying around at the museum that they'll probably let you borrow if you ask.
I always use
That's a
protection.
no. Like, he does not have any.
Darsh will kind of turn over to Will and like I think the rest, just the others in general, and say, I think I have a theory, but I don't want to say anything yet in case it's wrong, because I don't want to be wrong.
Listen, you
But
can't get right until you're wrong several times usually. Whenever you try something new, you're going to be wrong a few times before you get right. None of us,
that is
other people have any
really
ideas.
true.
what's your
I
idea,
mean,
Hey,
Darsh?
what do you think? Come on.
I don't know. I don't really like going to this theory straight away because I feel like it's a little bit of a cop out. But aliens, the shadow makes sense. The weird noise makes sense. The gems being right next to the planetarium place makes sense. So
Are there aliens that are giant shadows? You know how to
I mean,
communicate with them. That would be a big thing.
I don't. I would rather not want to. I know what I am gonna pack though,
Well, if
and
you tell me how to, I'll talk to them. I don't mind talking to people that are different. I'm all about talking to people that are different. That's kind of
I
my thing.
think when the time comes, you will know how to do that.
Right. I was thinking about using a
I
flashlight in
believe
case
in
the lights
you.
go out in the museum. Do you think that would harm them if they're made out of shadow? Are you familiar with this kind of alien?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not familiar with any kind of alien.
Well, see that this was a nice conversation. I mean, we have time to kill. We need to talk. I love that idea. I love. I'm not. This could be in the back of my mind as one of the options. Don't be afraid to share your ideas.
Yeah. All right. All right. Um, Darsh like stuffs a baseball bat into his bag.
What? Where did
Just
you?
in case.
Okay.
I found it in the box.
o-
Ow.
Okay. Yeah. No. I mean, can't rule it out. I get it. Um, I think Will is like just now like this moment is when he's grasping that he's on like a supernatural type show. He's like, my buddy, it said boo. I didn't know. Could be like a prank show. Like he didn't know at all what he was getting into. So he's just here like, oh yeah, aliens. I mean, I watched Supernatural. That one. I did Cold Spot, Salt. Anyone got Salt? I don't.
Enzo pulls out a set of night vision goggles and is like, "So, Will, can we do the thing where like you show me looking through these, and then we cut to the camera where it's all like green?"
I mean, I could kind of. I could. I think Will's just in the corner now, and he's like, "Oh, this opens up so many possibilities." Like you just see him looking at the map, being like, "Okay, so we can cut through the Space Odyssey room to get into the gens, and then just have a standing shot there, and it's just people looking at the like." He's out loud saying this, but he doesn't know that he's out loud
Hmm.
saying this. He's like, "Wait, what? Goggles? Yeah, we can try to do something through the goggles if I can grab a," and then I think he'll grab like one of the little head cameras and just like hold it through the goggles to see what that looks like before they even get to the place to be like, something like this is what you mean? Like show Enzo like the camera through the goggles to see it in green? Something like this?
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we can do it. Make it happen.
I have a couple little packets of salt from the restaurant I went to last week. I put at the bottom of my purse. Is that what you do? You need to season something?
No, I just watched that show with my grandkids and they just said it's got you put salt, it protects you. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, okay. It protects you.
I haven't tried pepper yet, but if it, like salt, I think is what they used on the show, so maybe.
I empty the salt on my head.
Oh no!
Well, the salt packets on my head.
I think it's
Protection. I
supposed
told you
to.
protection's important.
I think he looks over and sees the salt on your head and is like, mm, "Should have been more clear." Yep, that one's on me. And like it like goes back to like looking at the map in front of him. I think if anyone is like near him, you can see it looks like he's already holding a camera and like trying to figure out positions for where everything is or will be. He's like, should have got us the helmets. I forgot those at home. And you're like, where did this man get this from?
Yeah. Every now and then, Will, as you're working, the producer will kind of like absent-mindedly like look over and be like, "That's a good shot right there," and then go back to. It looks like he's just who knows what busy work that he thinks is really important he's doing. He's got like his own kind of tablet up and is doing very important network conversations where most likely he's like talking to people and like trying to get the show hyped, like trying to get like advertisements out, like get some commercials, you know, since TV is mostly commercials nowadays anyway. Like, okay, we're gonna get some commercials put together, we're gonna get the show advertised, tons of people are gonna watch, it's gonna be great. But every now and then, yeah, he will like absentmindedly look over and like butt in on your camera angling if you're, which again, I don't know if Will totally realizes is because he is narrating out loud.
Yeah.
So the producer's like hearing what you're saying, and every now and then you just get interrupted, and you're like, "How did he know I was talking about that, or I was thinking about that?"
One of them paranormals is in the bus with us.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. And he just goes back to what he's doing.
yeah. Oh yeah, uh, Will read not a single word of the contract, and I love it.
He didn't have his
So
glasses.
yeah. um. So you ride for a while. Does everyone have their items, their gear, feel good about what they're bringing with them? Again, you will have opportunities to grab more gear. You'll also have opportunities to. There's a loot mechanic in this game. You can loot the museum if you want to. Um,
Sure.
loot the rocks. So you will have opportunities to potentially find some things, but do remember that you can't have more than 3 items in your bag at any given time.
If the rocks look like crystals, may be interested.
Do we
That's how you
start with
fund the show.
Oh no.
do we start with
Theft.
3 items?
You can have up to 3 items in your bag, so you should start with something from your my brain wants to say class, but that's not the correct word in this
Roll.
game.
Roll.
Your role that you took. You should start with an item, and then you're allowed to take something from the just infinite. Like I like to think that it's just the kind of boxes in here where you can just reach in and kind of grab whatever you want because they're just the infinite store of many TV shows past. We're like, yeah, they did a sports documentary at one point. That's why they still have a baseball bat lying around.
Yeah.
And again, the person who packed up the person who packed up this van was just so entirely unaware of what you were. The person who packed up this van read about as much of the contract as Will did, just entirely unaware of what you were doing, and just threw a bunch of stuff in here for you to use in terms of props. So, with all of your items gathered, right, you're ready to go. You have a little bit of, awkward silence. You listen to listen to some music. What does anyone have any music requests? What music are we listening to here on the ride?
Will really likes Piano Man, so I think he's just popped up randomly, be like, "Can you put on Piano Man? This van looks recent enough for Bluetooth, so someone can make it happen." Piano Man. You just see him like singing along in the background if it actually does come on. And that part he's aware he's doing out loud. He thinks he
That's on
sings
purpose.
great. Yeah, he thinks he sings great.
All right. Well, with Will singing along, you eventually pull up in front of the museum. Again, it is fairly big. It's a fairly large museum, the fictional one and the real one. And yeah, the producer kind of looks at you like, "All right, I'll be in the van. We have it hooked up so that I'll be able to like live watch the footage from the recordings once you get the camera set up. But I trust you to find the best places to set all that stuff up. I just do the overseeing. I don't really do the detail work like that. So I'm gonna wait here and yeah, if you got any questions.
As we drove up, yeah, what does it look like? How big is this shadow that we drive up and we see over the museum?
Yeah.
Mm.
As you drive up, you get your first view that yeah, it is pretty much just covering the entire museum in just it doesn't particularly have a shape. Like it's kind of just a shadow about the size and shape of the museum itself. It doesn't like look like a person or anything like that or look like an alien. It's just a museum-sized and shaped shadow.
Is it covering anything else near it? Like, is it like contained over the museum?
It looks pretty like contained. It has a bit of like spill where like some of it is on the just like cement around the museum, which makes it a little bit easier to notice and spot.
Hmm.
Because you think otherwise, like if it was just exactly on the museum, it would be a little bit harder to notice.
Yeah.
So it is visible, like you can tell, but it doesn't seem like it's really spilling out into any like surrounding areas, not even like the parking lot. It's just set on the museum.
It's kind of like just like a copy of the museum. Is this what you were thinking, Darsh? Do aliens take like forms of things they see or something? That's big. If it is an alien, that's big. Is that what you were expecting, Darsh? Whoops. The question was too much for our technology.
I think in this moment, you just cut like Will now is like, ah, my element, and he like is setting up a camera shot of the museum, and just like kind of looking around, and is like, I thought it was a blimp. That's not blimp sized. Okay, all right. Well,
Enzo will kind of step up next to Haley and be like, so you and me are both kind of the talent here. What feels more natural to you? You think do kind of our separate takes on what's going on here? Should we stand next to each other and talk to each other about it?
You can stand next to me, I guess. So do, do you recognize this? What do you think?
I mean, I think we'd probably start off just like kind of saying what we see, like we'll describe it to the viewers along with
I
the.
see a dark
Well,
representation of the museum above the museum.
we want to make sure that Will has the camera on us.
yeah, I think Will's
Oh,
behind
right.
you.
This is a TV show, right?
Will's behind you already with a camera set up. Like you've been outside for a minute. Camera's
Alright.
set up. He's like, yeah, no, keep going, go.
All right. Yeah,
Oh,
it's important
okay.
to forget that you're on a TV show, but it's also important to remember you're on a TV show.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, Enzo. I don't care that it's a TV show. I'm just here to see
That's
if
the
I can
spirit.
help. Thank you.
Sorry, I interrupted. Go on.
Do you see a spirit? Is that what you said? You saw a spirit?
Uh,
Where?
yeah. Oh, did someone see a
What?
spirit?
I think
Oh, I thought you said you did.
I think Will is watching all this and he's like, I'm gonna get a shot of the museum, and he just like leaves them and is
So my
taking
concern
a shot.
is that if we do want to dance under the stars again, that we won't be able to see the stars through that darkness.
Um,
Darsh, is this what you were expecting when you said that it might be aliens? Do they take shapes of like buildings?
oh no, not like that. I guess I thought the shadow might be a UFO.
UFO.
And
Yeah,
it's definitely not now. It's definitely not a UFO now.
still could be, I guess.
Isn't that
Is there?
flying something some kind of flying object? I guess it's kind of flying over the museum, right? Does it look attached to the museum producer, or does it look separate above the museum? Like, is there
It
any space
looks
in between that we see?
it looks like just how you would expect a normal shadow, as if something were
Oh,
casting a shadow. Like it does look
light is just
like
coming from below it, kind of thing.
yeah, like it looks like something
Oh,
is casting a shadow here, but yeah, like you're not again, like Will was thinking, oh, a blimp, but you're not. There's no blimp.
Yeah.
Like you look up and you're like, huh, that's weird. There's not even necessarily any clouds. Like again, the initial theory of like, oh, it's a large cloud.
Cloud.
Like there should be something there that should be casting this shadow, but there's not. Which is why you're like, oh, I get now why people thought this was weird.
I think the first shot that Will takes is like a panning shot of like, look, there's nothing below, and then gets the museum and gets that there's nothing above, so that everyone can be on the same page. Like, and I think he doesn't realize that he's also being recorded, so you just hear him go, not a blimp, like as it pans up, and he's just like not used to it at all. He's like, not a blimp,
Not a blimp.
dang. Like, there goes my bet.
No cloud.
So, is somebody gonna unlock the doors for us? Is the museum closed right now, Mr. Producer Guy? Man?
No, the museum's open. But they
Okay.
have like the area that's under construction. They've asked to like the construction workers to take the day off to not come in because they knew we were coming in to film. That is part of why we've got a bit of like a rush on this. They do want to like get the construction crews back in there. So I was able to get us today to film, and like I could maybe negotiate that out to part of tomorrow if you need more time. But let's let's try and
It's
get
not
this one
open,
wrapped up
as
quick.
in the public are going to come in too, is it? Is it? Because I don't think it's safe for the public.
Oh, uh, we haven't really been able to convince the museum that something dangerous is going on. So like other areas of the museum are open to the public. They're gonna keep people away from. They know that we're filming a show, so they're gonna keep folks away from like the active filming areas. But there will be people in other parts of the museum.
Have they not come outside and
Mm.
looked up?
I don't think they
Yeah,
care.
I'm
I
actually surprised that people are still coming here when weird shit's going on.
You can see the parking lot. Like it does not look like a ton of people are necessarily coming here, but it's probably should the museum be closing down and like giving their employees time off when something weird is going on? Probably. Are they going to? No, you still have to go to work. Even when there's a weird shadow over your location of work. So it looks like maybe like guests, like visitors to the museum who can voluntarily choose to come here or not, might be choosing not to come here because again, it's not like a super crowded. It's also probably like a Monday, like it's the middle of the work week, so you're not getting a ton of like families bringing their kids because parents are at work. um but you do see a few cars. Like the museum's not going to be totally empty while you're there. And I think the producer's kind of like, yeah, you can find some folks to interview, right? Like get some of the employees to talk to you, give you some backstory about what's going on.
Did they all sign? Did you already have them sign waivers to be on here and photo releases? And you
uh,
guys already handled that, right?
no, that's what we have. D- Dar-
Darsh,
interns, Darsh. That's what we
Darsh.
have interns for.
All
Interns
right,
in
Jim.
general, not just Darsh. Like it's Darsh right now, but like that's why we interns do that kind of stuff. That's why.
Thank you, Jim. You've done what you can. Anyway, and I think he like purposefully misnames the producer. He's like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I think he's like, all right. Um, and then I think
Right.
he.
So from here, Will, you got us. You're supposed to tell us like what we can and can't do. Because I just wanted to go in there, just want to start like looking around.
What?
Can
I
can
think
I
Will
go in
just
there?
stands. I think Will's just standing behind you guys with his camera now. Like he wanted
Okay.
that shot. I think he's also got a shot of you talking, but he's not close enough to let them hear. Did you say
Oh, I
something
thought
about a
I
spirit?
thought I heard you dismiss the producer. That's why I thought
Oh
you
yeah,
have the camera, so I'm like, I guess he's in charge now.
yeah. He's absolutely not listening to this producer anymore. He's like, you didn't do your job anyway.
So
And I think
Enzo, you said that me and you are supposed to be like next to each other or whatever on the camera thing, right? So where do you want to go first? Do you want to go look at like the space stuff or the stone rock stuff? What do
I
you think
think
we should do first?
this is my gut instinct. Is we go inside, we find some employees to talk to, maybe like one employee who's really into this, like thinks something spooky's going on, and one employee who really doesn't.
If you turn around and I'm not there, it's because I think I saw my ex, which is why I'm in the hats and sunglasses. I'm trying
Oh,
to keep a low profile, so I'm hoping that my ex doesn't see me. Yeah, I don't think he's anywhere near Denver, but you know, it should be
right.
fine. I don't think he watches this show. You said this is a new show, Will?
Will has cut cameras. He is not filming any of this for this. He heard the Haley be like, "So are we supposed to stand next to each other?" And he went, "Nope," and absolutely is like, "They're gonna figure this out. I'm not putting any of that on TV." And then I think
But
he did hear, "Yeah, what? Do you need something? What?"
so you said this is a new show. This show hasn't aired before. Is it? It's not live, right? Like they're not gonna know where we're at when we're there, right?
Hope not.
No.
Oh, okay. So listen, Enzo, go to the trans bathroom. If they don't have a trans bathroom, I mean the female bathroom, and knock 3 times if you don't see me. Okay,
all right.
I'll be in there hiding from my ex. But again, I don't think he's here. I don't think he's here.
Will, you might want to get some of this. Sometimes this like personal background stuff is really can really like
I
get the
think
viewers into it,
I think he's
especially if the ex
absolutely.
does show up.
I think he absolutely got just like a moment of Haley being like, I hope my ex is in here, and that's why I'm in the hat and camera, just for the like, it shocked him that he forgot to keep cameras cut for that one. So he caught that, and I think he also was just like trying to look for employees. So I think Will's like goal is let me find employees, let me see where I can set up cameras so I don't have to deal with photo releases and video releases
Yeah.
for people who did not agree to be on this show. And I think his goal is like, okay, so let me maybe get a shot of the gem room while we're there and like use a good mic to see if he can pick anything up. And then like we'll be listening for if he can see anything on that mic that he's holding. Just like
Hey,
in that moment.
hey,
I
Darsh,
think
could you maybe
Darsh.
go in and scout out some of the employees, see who's going to be good on camera, who's going to some good characters.
Um, yeah, I'll try my best, but I was hoping to put the cameras up with Mr. Will.
You
But
know,
I guess I can do both of them at the same
All right,
time.
yeah, I
Not a
guess we can.
problem.
uh Enzo, it might be good if you try to find someone so you can chat about maybe someone who's a little bit more on the skeptical side, and Miss Haley, maybe you could go find someone who's on the more aligning with your beliefs and your understanding of the situation. And then he'll like look at Darsh and be like, okay, so I've set up this camera this way so that we could be getting this shot. And then
Yeah,
like
and
it's just a yeah.
I've also got some motion sensors, so maybe we can use those.
That's good. That's good. I forgot to prep those. Again, I
It's okay.
didn't know it was like a prank show. Anyway, so I think
That's
he's
fine.
just like showing and then listening on mic if he can hear anything in the gem room. So it's just a like panning shot that he's got of the gem room right now, and then we'll cut to like I looked at the map. So if you can see through to the space planetarium, he wants to do like a full shot of that area.
Yeah,
Is kind of the goal.
absolutely. So it sounds like we're splitting the party just a little bit right off the bat.
Small.
Small.
Small little split. And we're gonna have Darsh and Will getting everything kind of set up in terms of the cameras,
Yeah.
where everything is gonna go, and then it sounds like we're gonna have the other two kind of going off and looking for some people to talk to. So as you all head inside, you can see again like parts of the museum are still active museum, but all of the kind of area around the first floor where you're going to be has been closed off. Um, they've like set up signs that say like filming in progress, you know, do not enter. And they do have a couple of employees just kind of like hanging around partly to and primarily to like direct people away from the area. Like, yeah, we're so sorry for the inconvenience, but this area of the museum is closed today. Um, you know, they've got some kind of like, we'll offer you discounted tickets to come back, you know, tomorrow when it's open again if you really wanted to see the space stuff. Um, and so as you walk in, I almost think even like Will and Darsh, as you're like walking in, someone like almost like stops you, like, oh, sorry, this section is, oh, sorry, you are the people doing the filming. Yeah, absolutely. You can go head on inside. Sorry.
It's alright.
And kind of like it seems a little bit like this person was just in kind of like robotic like default mode, just kind of saying the same things over and over again, and kind of has to like shake themselves out of it a little bit to be like, oh yes, you know, camera, I see the camera equipment, yeah, totally, obviously, you guys can go.
That's okay.
Can I
You
interest you in some instant coffee? That's all I have.
um I don't have like a mug or anything, but I can take it for
he
later
holds
if you
up,
have it in like a
he
Yeah,
holds
for
up just
me.
the thermos cup that he has since like cleaned in the van. He's like, here you go. I don't like the
oh,
instant stuff, but it's what we got.
thanks, I guess, yeah.
I'm Will.
Yeah.
You are?
Um, Hi. Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Tyler.
Hey.
And you see as you know this NPC fades a little bit more into view as a relevant person for you to talk to. He is a masculine presenting person with short hair and more like tan, lighter brown skin. He does have a. It's nice thing about it being a museum. They've got their little like name badge, and you know they're hip and with it there, so they've got like a little like pronoun badge underneath the name badge that does look like it's part of the museum staff attire. So he does have he, him pronouns underneath his name, so it's easy for you to grab the name and pronoun information for anyone theoretically you're talking to
Yeah.
on the staff.
Yeah. You know anything about this whole? I think he'll gesture really vaguely to like the museum.
All of this, yeah.
Yeah, this thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like it. The shadow. I'm assuming you're asking,
Yeah,
but
that
yeah, it just kind of showed up a couple of days ago. I mean, it was right around the time that the construction really kicked off on the gem hall, which
Okay.
nobody thought anything of until we started hearing like I don't know I can't really tell what like the like banging noises I guess kind of from like
Like a hammer.
kind of maybe like
Like a
because I mean
baseball
I know they're
bat.
doing construction so like construction noises make sense.
You've got to be calm about the baseball bat. We can't go
You
lead
don't know what
him.
you're talking about, Mr. Will. I'm just being thorough.
I think Will like as this moment. He's like, "What do you like?" Before we go any further, one, can we make a verbal? Are you cool if I record this conversation? I know that you haven't gotten the video release or anything like that, but I'm asking you man to man. You okay if I record this conversation just for our show?
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I
Coffee.
got
Here,
I'll
drink it.
yeah, coffee. Yeah,
Deep
yeah.
breaths. Splash some water on your face. Eat a banana. I don't know if either of those are readily available, but it'll help.
I mean there's water like in the bathrooms over there.
Okay.
Do you want me to go splash water on my
No,
face?
no, you just look tired. And I'm.
Yeah.
Are you? Have you been working a long shift? Is it? What time is it? Like what?
Do you get paid?
Do you get paid?
It is relatively like early morning. Like
Okay.
you all had showed up for your morning at work. You had to drive a little bit to get here, so it's like, it's early enough in the morning that someone. I mean, theoretically, you could be tired at any hour of the day, but it's not like it's the end of this person's shift, most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's kind of like, yes, I do get paid. Not a lot. But no, I'm a full paid employee here, and no, I haven't had like a particularly long shift. I know I think it's because like we've been slower the last couple of days. Like it's just been we haven't had as many people, and things kind of drag on a little bit. Working and not really interacting with people. So the last couple of days have just been like more tiring. I don't know.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
Have you?
Okay.
What do you think this all is? Is it a coincidence? Anything like that? I think this is the moment that now the camera's on. So just as Will said, like, what do you think this is? Is when he's trying to catch information from.
Oh, you want to know my thoughts?
There's no
You
wrong
see,
one. I
like,
thought it was a blimp.
I thought it was
um,
a cloud.
you do see that this person has gotten like a little bit more nervous with like the thought of the camera being on, and she's like, "Oh, I mean,
Forget it. It's okay. Forget. Like Will is like, don't look at the camera. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. He's got this.
I mean, at first I thought it was just like nothing, like it just like yeah, like clouds and things cast shadows. So it's probably just like scientifically speaking, just nothing. We are a science museum, so I don't really believe in like I don't know, like aliens or anything like that. Like I don't think it would be anything like that. It's probably just some kind of like strange weather phenomenon. But it has been here for a couple of days and it hasn't changed.
Which is the
So
weird part.
that's the weird part, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the weird thing. And then I don't know, like people are saying that we like could have a ghost or something in the gem hall that's like knocking stuff around. I don't know how a ghost would cast a shadow over the building, but I'm open to any explanation. I know you guys are like they didn't really tell us much other than that you were coming, but you're like a ghost hunting, those like ghost hunting shows, right?
Uh, yeah, we're something like that.
Just the worst person to ask. Just like sure.
Nudges Will just say yes.
Yeah,
I think this is what Enzo was talking about when he said evolve.
yeah. Yeah, it's called Boo. I think like with his free hand, it's not like holding the camera. He'll just be like Boo. Like I learned that on the drive over. Yeah, like that's his energy for this show. It's like, yeah, man, I'm here to film it. What about in the gem hall? You know anything about that?
Have you seen
We're
anything weird?
we're not allowed to go in there right now during the construction. They don't want us like getting hurt.
Mm.
Did they
Mm.
give you guys like protective like
No.
gear or anything?
We were told that we'd find some inside, so
I
here's to
don't know where the
hoping.
construction crew leaves that kind of stuff.
I think Will just has
Hey,
like a
we're
really
we're
old
already
cap. He's
we're
like
we're
protection.
already hunting for ghosts. It's not too much of a bother to hunt for safety equipment, I guess.
That's true.
Cool. Well, yeah. Is there anything else you need from me?
No, I think we got it. Thanks for your time, Tyler.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah. If you figure out what's going on, let us.
Let you know.
Yeah, I'd love to know. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks, man, for your help. And then I
Yeah.
think he'll like actually offer like a real off camera. We'll offer like a handshake to Tyler. Be like, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. And then like try to find Enzo in the camera. Like this is now a scoping shot that he's like, let me find our faces.
Yeah. Where is Enzo? As the camera pans to look for him.
I think Enzo would have gone like just to the most obvious place to find employees, like the ticketing area, and just start asking whoever is there. Probably looking for like. So I'm supposed to talk to the one who's going to be more superstitious. So maybe just like asking people at that booth, like, so hey, it's Enzo. You may have heard of me. Here for the show. Just wondering, kind of like, what's your take on what's going on here?
Yeah, and you're looking for someone who is more superstitious. Like you're kind of gonna filter through answers because you get a lot. First of all, you get a lot of like people who have no idea who you are whatsoever. I think this is it is a lot of younger employees. There are a lot of interns here who may or may not be paid. But yeah, so you're not really getting a ton of people who like watched older wrestling in this crowd. So they're all kind of like, who are you? And you are getting a lot of responses, I think, at first that are like, no, like sorry, like I either like they've got to do their work or they're just like it's probably nothing, We were real worried about it for the first couple of days, but nothing's happened, so just that kind of like we've got to keep going to work, so this might as well just happen now kind of attitude of a lot of people who are like, yeah, weird. I'm still getting paid, so I'm gonna keep showing up.
Right.
But as you're asking, oh, go for it.
I was gonna say maybe I'll change direction and be like, so anybody ever been on TV before? Anybody kind of want to be on camera?
Yeah. That will probably get you a lot more people being a little bit more eager. But I am curious simultaneously, like, Haley, are you staying with Enzo? Or were you going off to try and find your own person to talk to?
So I love the way that Ezra put this because they said somebody with my values. So first of all, is there any kind of coffee shop or place to eat in the museum that will still be staffed?
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I go to talk to that manager of that place and ask them, like, so listen, we're here trying to figure out this thing on top of the museum, and we have to do it like on TV too. So they told me to interview somebody for that. First of all, you're paid, right? Are you paid to work here?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
And
I'm
do you have
paid to work
coffee?
here.
Do you have coffee?
Uh, for sale. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
At
yeah.
the
I, I,
cafe
I,
area here that
I
you're in.
buy. I'll buy coffee from her. I'll fill up my cup, my coffee cup, and then I'll be like, can I go take you to my friend Will and have a conversation about what's been like here, working here? Do you go if you like your job, if they pay you enough, that kind of stuff.
Um. Yeah, they're a little confused.
You don't have interns in the
About
coffee
the
shop, right?
no, the coffee shop is
You don't
all
believe in that.
paid.
Good. Perfect. Perfect.
Um. Yeah, the coffee shop is all paid employees here.
That's what I like to
But
hear.
yeah, I can talk to someone about the about stuff if you need someone to talk. I guess
Yeah.
they're like a
Just
little
the stuff that
confused
I
because
asked
you
you.
came in talking about like the show and then also like the working conditions and they were like, wait, what kind of show is this? Like, what am I
I
being interviewed for?
I was told to interview somebody that shares my values. So you don't believe in interns and you like coffee. So that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay,
The
uh,
shadow is the specter of wage theft.
That has nothing to do with what I was told to go find somebody that shares my values. That has nothing to do with the shadow.
yep. Haley's just from the beginning. Haley's been like, I'm here to help people, so that's what they're trying to do. Um, okay, great. So we've got yeah. So Haley, you got someone to interview. Enzo, as soon as you start talking about like who wants to be on TV, you get a lot of young 20-something kids like all volunteering, right? Um, so you regather, you get back to Will, and Will, are you gonna start filming some testimonials here of some
Yeah,
folks?
I think in the interim between like noticing that Haley and Enzo were split,
Yeah.
he like looks at Darsh and is like, "All right, I'm gonna give you a crash course on how to operate a camera, so you can go find one of them, and I can go stick with the other, so we can do this simultaneously." He doesn't understand splitting the party and how bad of an idea that is. He's like, "Let me get the most shots, efficiency. Let's get in and out." So you get the most crash course on how to operate the film camera for Darsh, and
The
is like, "All right."
crashiest course.
The crashiest of courses.
She's
And then
crash
I
course.
think then he goes, "You got it." And then like
I got it.
sends you. You got it. Couple more times. Say you got it. You got it.
I got it.
You got it.
Like I got it.
You got
I
it. And
got
then
it.
it's a gentle like push into finding somebody, either Haley or Enzo. So I think if Will sees Enzo first and hears who wants to be on TV, he's like, "All right, I'm in." And then he go like that's where he's following to. So I think I'll be with Enzo, then we can have Darsh with Haley so we can get
Haley.
everything done.
2 interviews.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you split up. Darsh, how confident are you feeling with that camera after your crashiest of crash courses?
I think I think this feels like fairly confident how to work a camera. I think the only thing that he's currently worried about is like the angles and when to zoom in and zoom out for dramatic effect. What maybe like what kind of follow up questions that he may have to ask because who knows what Haley will ask the person being interviewed.
Yeah, like you're confident you can turn the camera on and keep it pointed in the direction it needs to go.
I
But
know
anything
to
beyond
record.
that, he's kind of like, I can hit record, but yeah, I don't know anything beyond. Like Will
I'll
was showing you
stand
some
there.
fancy stuff.
Will's using
I'll just
words
stand
you've
there.
never heard before and saying them like you know them.
Yeah.
Um yeah.
Can I
Absolutely.
can I do a maybe this is a stunt and like coach the employees that I found through like still keeping it improv but like kind of guide them for it's kind of like how to present what they're going to say to make it like really dramatic. And Enzo's like watched a ton of ghost hunting shows over the past week to prepare for this, so kind of like knows the tropes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's just a regular role or if that could be a stunt because I could see that definitely reducing our cool rating if we if it goes
If it
badly.
fails, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sure, I'll allow that to be our first stunt and our first roll, which is a great time to mention. We have gotten some dice reroll donations that I've been saving in my pocket because the first half of this game does not involve a lot of rolling. So far we have gotten. I'm gonna go check and make sure we haven't gotten more actually in the last minute that I've been looking. Um, a dice size increase actually, not reroll. So an M that is for you specifically. But if you're doing a stunt, you can't actually
Yeah, I
increase
was gonna say that'd be a
the dice size.
D20.
That is the max, so you can hold that in your back pocket.
Okay.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna roll it.
go for it.
It's a 12.
Okay. First
Let's
roll.
go.
First roll 12. Yeah, absolutely. Are you like you're coaching them through this? Are you also like feeding them things to say, like keywords and like
I think like kind of running through like what they're gonna say, and then I'll come back with notes. And kind of coming from that professional wrestler background of like make it bigger, make it dramatic. And I wanna be in the shot with them
Yeah.
okay.
as well.
Okay. Yeah, so I think for the fact of this being a stunt, and it is going to then increase your cool rating by 1, which you all started. You all knew this, but the audience did not. Your cool rating is started at a 2 out of 5. So not a 1 is like the show's failing and gonna get taken off the air. You weren't like that bad to start, but your cool rating is now increased to a 3, which is like moderate. That's okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, absolutely. Will you get um uh you get some really good shots here because these kids know, the what first kid you talked to is kind of like I don't know what I'm doing on camera and I don't know, it's probably just nothing. Now you're getting all kinds of theories and things from these kids of like, yeah, I think it's a ghost and I know because I was walking down the hallway at night and something moved and like I thought something jumped out next to me and I felt, like the air change around me. You do get the sense that a lot of this is like over dramatized for the camera, especially with Enzo's coaching. You're
And
not entirely sure.
reaction
Yeah,
shots
yeah.
from Enzo.
Yeah, just stage momming behind them, just like, and then I felt like that's
So you're
very
getting
good.
you're getting some great TV.
Yeah,
But you're not entirely sure again, like how much of this is
real.
maybe 100%. It's reality TV, right? Is any of it really real, anyways? Ever, right? No. Um, but as you are standing around and getting these shots. Darsh is also over having what I'm only imagining is a very confusing and complicated interview about the working conditions and the coffee at this museum. That I'm sure you're getting some really great information out of, but I'm not sure how much it aligns with the shadow or the actual TV show you're filming.
So have we started? Do you tell us when to start? Did you press record, or are we already
I've,
going?
I've,
We're already going.
yeah, we're going. We're
Oh,
good.
okay, yeah. First of all, if you want to get a good cup of coffee, come down to the Denver Museum. It's really good. It tastes great. So also they pay their people that make the coffee here. No free labor. No interims. Um, and that's real TV.
Right.
Complain about too
Hi.
many commercials and immediately do a commercial.
Immediately.
um, Darsh kind of looks at the person behind the counter and says, "Would you like to introduce yourself? Do you want to be on camera? Are you okay with being on camera?"
Good work.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for checking. No, your coworker here, Haley, did explain to me. She didn't really explain to me like the show that you're doing. Like, I'd heard that the show was coming here to film today. I didn't really know like what's this
Oh,
about.
Darsh, if you want a
about
job that pays, she pays her employees.
I have coffee in my bag already. So yeah, the show is called Boo, where we
Did he do that? Yes.
Boo, where we investigate supernatural ongoings or suspected supernatural ongoings, and yeah, we thought maybe something was happening here, and we wanted to ask some questions. So, what do you think about it all?
Oh, you're asking about the shadow and the noises and
The
stuff. Oh,
noises.
oh. Um, yeah. Maybe it's minor and maybe it's nothing, but I have noticed that the the numbers have been down, like people are not really coming to the museum, but we've been getting a lot more folks coming through the coffee shop, like ever since all this started going on. Like we are
Oh,
selling. I swear some people come through like 4 times in one day. Like they don't
oh,
order decaf. Like to the point where I'm getting
oh.
a little bit concerned
What's the
about
point?
Wait,
people
Why get
here.
coffee if you
has
can get decaf?
Yeah, like I know, I obviously I love working here. I probably drink too much caffeine myself, but some of these employees, like they're getting like the large, like the biggest size coffee that we have 4 times a day, and just like black too, which is weird. Like normally, a lot of people who work here, a lot of the younger kids, um, come in and they get fancy drinks with a bunch of sugar and that pumpkin
yeah.
spicy thing for the fall. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff myself personally, but those are always like our best sellers. But people have just been wanting like just like black coffee, like the most caffeinated, which
Mm,
is actually the light roast, by the way. People think like the dark roast would be the most caffeinated, but it's not. Um, the lighter roast is the most caffeinated. I don't know. Sorry, I couldn't tell how much your show was like about coffee because Haley, your friend here, seemed like really like they were asking a lot of coffee related questions, but
um,
that's probably
They,
not
I
what you're interested in.
they said
I
get
think
somebody that
Will
shares
would
my
be really
values.
interested
I
in
think
that.
that you share my values. Yeah, I do the same thing. I get black coffee, but I just put one Splenda in there. That's all I need per cup. I'm good to go. And like I said, this is great coffee. You're gonna get more people coming in now because this is supposed to be on TV.
Right. Uh, have you felt have you felt any different after the shadow appeared?
Um,
Oh, good question.
you know, I now that you mention it, like maybe I've been drinking a little more coffee than normal too. Like I do feel a little bit more tired. Like when I stop, I'm on my feet all day. I don't normally like really. Maybe this is bad. Like stop and like pay attention to how I'm feeling. I kind of just go.
Mm,
But if I like stop and think about it, and yeah, like she yawns too now. Like you see as she kind of like stops
mm,
and pauses. Like
You know that's contagious.
yeah, she's like
mm.
yeah. No, I don't know. I do think maybe I've been a little more tired and like I guess drained the last couple of days. Now that you mention it,
Are you
Oh,
but
getting
I
paid
can't.
overtime? You make sure they're paying you overtime. You're working longer hours and extra
yeah,
hours because of this
yeah. Make sure
phenomenon.
you get paid.
Yeah, I mean I haven't been working any longer. Like it's just I've been
But
working I guess
it's still
more because more
important to get
people
paid.
are coming in. But yes, yeah, no, definitely important to get paid at any
Have
job.
have the people that have been coming in been only patrons or only employees or like a mix of both?
I would say more employees than anything else, like patrons obviously too. Um, but the real repeat customers, like the ones who are just here over and over and over again, are definitely employees.
Has an employee named Tyler
Um,
frequented?
yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Um, He's definitely been here. He was already here once this morning, actually.
Mm. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Do you think there's a ghost here?
Um, I I don't know if I believe in all that stuff. But I don't know. I think there's maybe something. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not a very definitive answer for TV. I don't really go over. I've heard
No.
people talking about like the noises. I don't really go over there. I mostly stay here in
It's
the
important to
cafe.
be honest. I'm proud of you being honest. Say you don't know. That's good.
That's honestly better. And
Meanwhile,
it's
over
easier
like
for the
Enzo and Will
playlist.
are just like a bunch of people lying.
Will is yearning to be at the coffee shop interview, just in his heart of hearts. He's like, I like it over there.
But you're making great TV though. It's so you look so cool. Um, yeah, Darsh, was there one more thing that you wanted to say before we actually pan back over to Will and Enzo?
Darsh would also like kind of stop recording and kind of reach out a hand and shake the employee's hand, like, thank
Good
you for
work.
your
Good
cooperation.
work.
Hopefully you aren't as tired anymore. And do you want fruit snacks?
Sure. Yeah, sure. If you're offering, yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and Darsh will hand them fruit snacks
Very nice. Yeah,
that are
Will is just
appropriately October themed or like spooky themed.
nice. Nice little pumpkin
Little
fruit snack on
pumpkins.
Musia. Yeah.
Hmm.
Couple of there's a ghost in there somewhere.
Woohoo.
Um,
An
yeah, and
alien.
Will is just like in his spirit. Will is just cheering you on 100%. Will, you feel that Darsh is doing good, proper like tech stuff.
There's that sixth sense of every tech guy who's like, another one. We've got one. Like,
Like I
got him,
found one.
boys. Yeah.
Um, yeah, and so as we go back over to Will and Enzo, who are making great TV, like you are getting some fantastic, totally fictional interviews from all of these kids. Um, you are doing this kind of in the area right outside of the gem hall, right? Like kind of where you had all your stuff set up.
I
Um,
I think Enzo said that he went over to the
okay.
like whatever ticketing booth there
Mhm.
would be. So I think we're still
Okay.
closer to there.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Let me find that map.
Yep.
That map would be real
Okay.
nice. Okay.
Yes,
So
I was going to look at the map too, actually.
so I think
Um,
the yeah,
yeah,
I
you're
think
fairly
then
close.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think then the shot that he's getting is from probably like the s- the side of the ticketing booth so he can see into like the Teen Rex exhibit. So they're trying to, he's still trying to get some shots of the actual museum. Um
Mhm.
so like that's the angle. Like he's getting the kids and then the museum behind them so they're not just getting like the ticketing booth.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, you're getting a good shot behind you. Did
Yeah.
you leave any of your cameras set up over by the gem hall?
I think there's one camera set up between like
Mhm.
the Gem Hall and the Space Odyssey, so we can get that,
Mhm.
and that's mic'd. Like he put us like an additional mic on that camera to see if they could pick up anything, and that's also where Darsh put a motion sensor. So I think that's
Yeah.
what's set up there, so we can see anything.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. You hear something come in over that mic, which is the sound of your camera equipment falling over to the ground.
I think
As
you.
I add in a complication that was donated,
Oh,
that your camera equipment falls over,
oh no. Okay.
um, and you hear the noise of like the camera and the mic hitting the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
And
He's.
before you react, that is where we are going to go to our break for today.
Oh no.
With the camera hitting the ground, I'm sure Will freaking out a little bit. Um, but yeah, you'll be able to check the footage and see if you can figure out what happened as soon as we get back. As we go to break, again, do remember that this is a charity game for Roll for Wishes. We've already gotten some donations in, including the complication that just happened of the camera falling over. So thank you to everyone who's donated. You can use the break as an opportunity to donate as well. but also an opportunity to get up, stretch, walk around, get some water. We are going to be about a 10-minute break, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Do enjoy if you leave your computer open. The music for our starting soon and break screen was done by my friend Dizzy the Bard. I don't know if we have their social media information linked anywhere, unfortunately, yet, but you can look them up Blue Sky at Dizzy the Bard, I think. I'll confirm that on the break as well. And we will be right back. And we're back. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. I love that the captions still show the last thing that I said right before we went live. Great. Welcome back. We are playing Anomaly Hunters. We are entering into our second half of our show here, Beyond Our Ordinary, aka Boo, as our cast try to film the pilot episode, not get the show canceled, and also stay alive, hopefully. We've got everybody's character names up on the screen right now. I also hope that everyone enjoyed our break and the music. Again, I'm going to keep saying it because they're a great music creator, music courtesy of Dizzy the Bard, who lets us use all of their music for our starting soon screens, which is great. And also, I forgot to do this earlier as well, our background. So all of our backgrounds and all of our assets at Nerds with Dice, we try as much as possible to have real human artists do all of our things. Obviously, we never use AI art or anything like that, but like as opposed to just like stock images that you can find on Canva, we have people draw all of our stuff for us, which is awesome and amazing. So the background right now, let me grab that person's social media really quickly to drop in the chat because the art looks amazing. This is going to be the overlay for all of our Halloween events that we're doing here at Nerds with Dice, and it looks so good. I don't know how, oh well, yeah, when we're on the other screen you can see all the little spooky guys hanging out in the background. I love them. They look so much fun. They're just having a fun time back there. Who knows what they're doing. Let me, yeah, I'm gonna drop that in the chat real quickly. Hopefully this is the right command. Perfect. There we go. The overlay videos and assets for this game, and there's the Blue Sky profile right there. We don't have that set up for Dizzy quite yet, but you can find Dizzy at Dizzy the Bard at Blue Sky Social. And one last thing before we get back into our game. This is a charity game for Roll for Wishes. I'm also going to put the Tiltify link in the chat as well. We have had a couple donations so far already, adding some complications, and also, don't forget about that dice increase that you can use at any point. And with that, all of the stuff out of the way in terms of getting all the links and everything into our chat. A quick reminder for, or recap for anyone who hasn't been with us for the first half. Our cast of Boo was given a brief briefing after meeting each other into the fact that there is a large shadow hanging out over the Denver Museum of Science and Nature. You also learned that there were some odd noises coming from the Gem and Mineral Hall, which is currently under construction. You were able to kind of rummage through some old props, grab a baseball bat, because maybe that's going to come in handy, who knows? Just in case, right? Threw around a couple of theories of maybe it's everything from aliens to blimps were discussed as possible theories here for what was going on. But when you got to the museum, you saw that there was just nothing. There's just a shadow. There's nothing casting the shadow, even though it looks like there should be. But you went inside, started interviewing and talking to some of the people there. One who was just really tired and really anxious about being on camera, and you didn't learn a whole lot from him. But then, meanwhile, or a little while after, Haley and Darsh talked to someone who worked at the coffee shop who reported that people have been drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of like heavily caffeinated coffee in right about the timeline that lines up with the shadow appearing. And those have mostly primarily been employees, so the people who work here at the museum. And we left as well. Then Enzo and Will, their team, were over getting some really, really good TV with some interviews from some people that Enzo was coaching into making really good TV. And as that was happening, Will, you had set up this perfect angle shot with your camera. You had the mic, the camera, the motion detector, everything set up to get the view kind of down the hall, right by the Hall of Gems, the view of the planetarium in the background, and your camera, you heard through the mic the loud crashing sound of your camera
My camera.
falling to the ground. Yeah, what is Will's immediate reaction as we jump back into this scene?
I think Will's immediate reaction was, did he hear anything right before it crashed? Like on mic? Was there anything that he could hear, like a shove, a push, anything that would indicate what knocked over the camera? Because I think he's listening in ear to the other camera he has set up.
Yeah, of course you're listening. I think that makes total sense. And yeah, you didn't hear anything. You just heard the camera crash.
Okay. Then I think what he's gonna do is quickly like cut this interview that he has going and be like, "I'll be right back. Take a minute. You guys are doing great. Good work." And then he's just gonna power walk it to his camera. He's not telling them. He's kind of looking to see if he can see Darsh just to get another like either set of eyes on Enzo or another like set of eyes on the hall. But I think he also is shooting like as he's going
Mm-hmm.
just to see if he can get anything in that shot or even just catch the minute like maybe the mic falls or something
Mhm.
so that they can see when they film this later or like watch this later what
Mhm.
actually just happened and like
Mhm.
pulled away from.
Yeah. Well, absolutely. As you walk up closer to kind of like examine the scene, do you want to give me a think roll to see if you can
Yeah.
figure out anything additional as you're kind of like putting the pieces together?
Yeah, let's do it. That is a 7.
Okay, on a 7, I pull open and double check the rules of what happens on a 7. I know a 9 plus is like the thing that actually increases the cool. Okay, so yeah, you don't increase the cool rating of your show on a 7, but you do succeed with a full success.
Okay.
Do remember though that every time you rolled, because surviving is hard, you reduce the rating of the skill you used by 1 level. So you're gonna roll a smaller dice size next time you roll, because it's staying alive, you know. Who knows if all of you will do that until the end?
I have a question. I have an ability called Tinker, which means that if I'm doing a skill roll to check or repair something, it actually goes up in durability if I have a 5 or higher on a success.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, so you can I think the skill you used still goes down, but the
Okay.
camera basically like you restore life into the camera.
Yeah.
As obviously falling reduces the camera's, effectiveness. You basically, are going to cancel out the effect of the fall so it doesn't actually damage the camera in any way.
Cool.
Which is good. You need those. If you
That's our
lose
good
all
one.
your cameras, you lose your show. I don't
I
think the
think
studio has the money to buy any more.
I think what he did then preemptively is because one of the items I took was walkie talkies. I think he gave one to Darsh. So I
Okay.
think Darsh has a way to reach Will if anything is happening, but I think Will right now is like, one of our cameras fell. I didn't hear anything. I don't know.
I
Like,
think
and just setting that out there.
would would Darsha's motion sensor have gone off and given him a notification?
Interestingly, no. Your motion sensor did not go off. And that's part of Will, what you
Ooh.
start to put together here is that you didn't hear any noise.
Yeah.
I think the motion sensor is the motion sensor close enough to detect the motion of the camera itself falling.
I don't think they would. I don't think Darsha should have put the motion sensor like right where the camera
Yeah.
is because that would seem a little counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my understanding was you had it like in the hallway, more so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then no, yeah, you don't get a notification on the motion sensor. And again, Will, with that success, right? You repair the camera, but you're also noticing like you didn't hear any noise. As far as you can tell, nothing pushed this thing down. And as like no one else is allowed back here. Again, the employees still have this area closed off. This is supposed to be just for your crew, and you know where the rest of your crew is.
Yeah.
So no person, and if you would have heard a person
Yeah.
push
I
this
think
down.
I think what he does then is show the camera that's on the floor right before he repairs it, and then it's kind of walking the people through. It was like, all of my crew is accounted for. They're all in other rooms. We didn't pick anything up on the mic, and my camera is hurting. And then he cuts to fixing it, and I think he's like, "Oh, you're okay, baby. It's okay, sweetheart. You're good." And then fixing the camera, putting it back up, and then I
I will
think then
continue to
he'll
remind everyone that Will does not realize that he is mic'd, that he is being heard. Yeah.
And so then he
Um,
just goes over to the motion sensor and I think is double checking if they caught anything on that as well. Or if there's anything being tracked, I think also gets nothing on that one. Okay.
did Will reach out to Darsh on the walkie-talkie or no?
Yeah, I think he says on the
Okay.
walkie of camera fell, didn't pick anything up, anything on sensor, and then is going to check because
Mm,
that's his equipment,
yeah,
his pride and
Darsh
joy.
would respond, saying, the motion sensor didn't go off, but is the camera fine? Like, did it catch anything? Did you check it yet?
Is there anything on it before it falls? I think he just fixed it. So I think he'll be like, fixed it, let me check now. And then is checking to see. He'll hold the camera over his shoulder. Like the one he had for Enzo, he'll have to show what's on this one.
Nice.
To be like, hey, we're all learning this together. Yippee!
Absolutely, yeah. So, sorry, I was checking the Tiltify because we got some more things donated to us that you will learn about very shortly, because they don't
Oh
involve you.
dear.
So they're not rerolls. So can you repeat what Will is doing for me?
I think he just wants to check. So he's gonna check what the last thing on the camera was before it fell, if there's anyone coming across it or into its field, and then he'll record it with the camera
Yeah,
he was
okay.
using
Yeah,
to
So
show together.
you're recording the recording to show
Yeah.
so you can show it off. Okay, got it. Yeah, that was the part where I got lost because I looked and I saw, ooh, fun shiny things in the Tiltify link. So yeah, you look on the camera footage and you see I think you have to play it back once or twice actually, because you watch it the first time and you're like nothing, and then you slow it down, which I'm assuming is a thing that you can do. I don't
Sure.
know. Sure.
For sure.
That's how cameras work.
Yeah.
Say that with confidence. Yes, and cameras work like this.
This
Zoom
camera
in, enhance.
specifically.
Yeah,
This camera
you zoom in, you
specifically?
enhance, you slow things down. You're filming a TV show. You can do cool, fun effects. So you see two things. One, it's just a static view of hallway with nothing. But right in the bit before the camera falls, it gets darker. Just a little bit, but definitely noticeably darker. I think that's the first thing you see, and then you're like, wait. And you play it back. And you think you see something in the shadows moving.
Okay.
Which is weird because there shouldn't be anything that could move that could cast a shadow.
Right.
Because it's before the camera falls.
Yeah. Okay. I think then that what he's checking is now he's going to use the walkie and be like, okay, everyone, we're going to walk this way. Darsh pan to Enzo and Haley. And then that's his instruction on the walkie to get them all in the same place. And then I think what his brain goes to is, if there was someone in the hall and there was a shadow cutting over it, was anything disturbed in the room? Or was there any change from static view, shadow, camera falling? Anything else in the periphery that the camera can catch of where was their entrance? What direction? Directionality, anything changed or hit or moved in the room?
Yeah. I'll go ahead and have you give me another think roll for
Oh,
this, because we're
goody.
kind of getting into something new here a little bit.
Okay.
Remember, anyone can donate a dice reroll if they want to.
That would be really nice. That
I
is
do
a
get the
5.
feeling. Okay, so I do get the feeling that the people who are here watching you specifically want you to fail a little bit.
That's true.
So
That's true. They do, and that's fine. But that's a 5, so I do believe that
Okay.
is a success.
that is still a success. It is the bare minimum that you need to succeed. So nicely done. So yeah, you are watching this, okay, like now again, you're trying to get more into the weeds of figuring out, like, okay, what exactly is going on here beyond just my camera fell, like from looking at this footage, from taking in this new information, and again, you're watching the video several times while you wait for everyone else to. I imagine it takes Darsh like a second to kind of corral the others, and get everyone to come in to meet up with you. So definitely you notice that the movement is coming from deeper inside of the Gem and Minerals Hall. You've kind of been around there and like around the hallways, but you haven't actually gone into the the depths of the exhibit yet, so to speak. And so you're definitely able to catch just enough of like, okay, it's coming from something kind of moved from in there out. Again, theoretically, like if you're trying to trace this, like, okay, something cast a shadow here.
Yeah.
And the shadow's moving.
Yeah.
You're realizing that it's a little bit hard to, like, the shadow at some points just like jumps in a way that it shouldn't. Just like moves weirdly, like kind of across the room. And yeah, you're starting to certainly. I don't know how Will didn't know that he was on a supernatural show. How much of a believer in the supernatural is Will in general?
I think he's seen Supernatural with like grandkids. Like they were teens when that show was coming out. So he's just like, is this one of them wraiths? Like I think he's trying to go through his Rolodex of like the words he remembers from that show. He's like, shit, should have grabbed some salt or something. Like he's like, I don't have anything on me that could help in this situation. But I don't know if he believes necessarily. I think he's just like, what explanations are there that I can think of other than like construction worker that's being fucky on the job, like just a child. Like it's distinctly possible that there's just a loose child in the museum somewhere. So I think his instinct is like, is there a human being here? So I think he's going to, not knowing he's fulfilling every trope ever, step 1 foot into like closer into the hall and then just yell out, hello, is anyone there?
Okay. Yeah.
Blows over him, but he's just fulfilled the trope so deeply.
Yeah. As you call out to look for the there's children get lost for days in museums all the
For
time.
sure.
Right?
Several of them.
And you are definitely feeling like from watching this video and seeing the way this shadow moves that like if it is, it's not like it's maybe not adult size, honestly, like it's not that big. So maybe it like would be, but if it is a child, it moves like no child you've ever seen. Like this kid is bouncing off walls and doing some weird shit in the way that they're getting around. But yeah, I think actually we're gonna have you calling out and like stepping forward be the moment when everyone else walks up behind you.
Okay.
To watch you just do that, make that great decision.
Yeah. I think he even is like, hey, any kiddos, hey, out. Like that's his brain. He's like, someone's just being dumb. Like that's where he's going in this.
Yeah, okay, who lost their kid?
Yeah, who lost their child? And can I take you to like the ticketing booth? Like, is that how we're gonna solve this? That's where he's at now.
Oh, are we doing the communication scene now? I grabbed one of these things. I saw it in a lot of shows. I think it's called a ghost box. This is the thing. It has like a little device. I use these. It just makes funny noises and stuff. But you can do the like talking to ghosts thing.
What?
You want to?
I think there's a kid in there. Maybe a kid
Oh,
hopped
hell
up on
no.
coffee, but I think there's
Oh
a
hell!
kid.
No. I've got. Did they have a hard hat? Did you see if they had a hard hat on? What?
I didn't see anything. I saw a shadow, and my poor camera fell, and now we're all here. Like that's what I know.
Hello.
Do you
Anybody
feel
in
okay?
here?
Fix the camera. It's all good.
Your mom and
Nice.
dad, are you in here?
Are you being paid?
Are you getting paid? And
The
did you
child
sign a photo release?
Actor, yeah.
Are you getting paid? Did you sign a photo release? Or do I have to cut cameras? No, I think he's just more of like, if there's a kid in here, we have to get them out. This is a construction zone, unless there's a supernatural entity in this room. Is there any response?
Not immediately, no.
It's okay,
What is
sweetie.
that
You're not
supposed
gonna
to
get in
mean?
trouble. Come
You
out.
might get in trouble, but that's not with us. Not like you. That's
Will,
We're not your
if
parents, yeah.
if it's a child and they're scared, you have to worry about that first. It's okay, sweetie. Okay, we're here to help. We are.
So you keep
Darsh,
talking. Oh, Darsh, go ahead.
Darsh cannot believe he's doing this, but he's gonna call out into the darkness. He's gonna, oh god, I hate doing. I'm getting the creepy callies just doing this, but he's gonna call into the void and say, if you're looking for something specific, clap once.
I clap once.
Haley claps.
I went in there. I'm looking for the kid. What do you think? I have sway, which I feel like means that I'm really good at talking to ghosts or supernatural entities. So if I could roll that to convince whatever it is to say hi to me, if they are capable of saying hi to me, I would like to do that if that's a thing I can
Absolutely.
do.
Yeah, go ahead. That's
Okay.
your role specific special skill, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I took 10 in sway. Are you talking about using the my
Oh yeah,
ability
your role
instead?
skill is like divination, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So I
think
could use that
you
instead?
could use either. But I think if you're specifically just trying to get them to talk, I think sway works fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm going to use sway because I still don't know that this isn't some little
Yeah.
kid. 'Cause I was told
Yeah.
there might be a little kid in here.
Yeah. Yeah. You would not use divination on a child.
That is only a 3.
Okay. So on a 3,
But as good
I
as any
believe
other
that's
conversations I've had today.
okay, that is the exact cutoff for success, but at a cost.
Oh,
oh no.
So technically it's a success, but I think the way that the cost plays out here is that you are calling out and your goal here is to get a response from the child and or entity that is here. And you just hear a thud, like just a heavy thudding sound
oh no,
from
are you okay?
what sounds
Sure
like
to
is
go?
farther and deeper back into, as you're approaching the gem hall that's under construction. I should describe what you're approaching.
Yeah.
You can tell that up until this point, this was kind of just, like any other exhibit in a museum. Like if you've been, to any exhibit in a museum, you walk around, there's display cases, you walk up and down the hall. They are completely redoing this through what must have been someone donating a lot of money to the museum for the extensiveness of the renovations that are going on. They are turning this place into like a cave. Like it looks like you are standing now at the like half completed mouth of a cave. So it is quite dark inside. And it is a lot of like, as opposed to like straight hallways, it's a lot of curves and turns, and they're like installing exhibits and displays like up on the walls. And in honestly the way that I think every museum should be, they're installing a lot of like interactive looking things, like they're encouraging touch here, right? Like not touching, the really nice fancy rocks and any like minerals that you shouldn't be touching. But they are building in like a lot of more tactile things. But that also means, because it's still in construction, like there's some parts that are like hallway, and then some parts that are like something sticking out of the wall at you. And because it's very curvy and turny in here, like you're looking around and you can see like the first part of the tunnel, but you can't really see anything beyond or deeper in here, because it is as if you were going into a real cave almost. Again, half completed, but a little bit more intense than like your average museum exhibit might be. And it sounds like the thud noise is coming from deeper into here. And when you call out again, you just hear what sounds to be the exact same noise repeated.
I turn on my flashlight. Does that penetrate this darkness of this cave at all?
Yeah, you turn on your
Okay, cool.
flashlight and you're able to look like into
Yeah,
just the
and
first little bit. Yeah.
I'm very much, concerned that there's a kid in there hurt. So if y'all follow me, like I'm running in as fast as I can.
Camera.
If not,
Yeah, we gotta follow.
Yeah,
You
I'm
gotta follow with the camera.
absolutely I'm following with the camera, and then I think if we're trying, or once it gets to that like delineation between hall and cave, I think Will's like just tech guy, like I need to get this shot, like rolls in and he like does a rolling shot to see like the change between hall to cave, and then I think in that moment catches Haley like in there and like sees that moment happen.
are
Like
the lights playing off of the crystals for the camera? Is that like, what's that doing, producer?
I can make a shoot.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Yeah.
shoot roll for this.
Yeah,
Make it
absolutely.
look
Go for
so
it.
cool.
Yeah, make it look so cool. See if we can get the cool rating up here.
Kaleidoscope cave.
Yeah.
That is a 6.
Okay, 6 is a success. It's not enough of a success to increase your cool rating, but it looks really cool. Like, I think that will, and I think that potentially leading into, actually, I know you got a success, but I have a complication waiting in my back pocket.
Oh no.
I think part of the complication here is that, Will, you get so into the scene that you're part of, right? You're like, oh, this looks awesome. And you start like kind of like directing Haley to shine the light in like particular ways that
Mm,
are less about navigating and more about making it continue to look really cool.
yeah.
Um, and so as you go deeper and deeper into here, Darsh and Enzo, you start to realize that like the light is more of a light show than actually anything
Helpful?
helpful or useful. And as part of that, someone is going to. One of the complication options is that an item gets lost or broken. So someone's going to trip and lose something, and I'm going to determine that by my good friend Random Chance. I'm gonna roll a d4 to decide which one of you trips in the darkness. With numbers assigned based on your order on the overlay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. So that is Haley. What is an object that Haley has that gets damaged as Haley? Which makes sense. Like you're busy focusing on following Will's instructions to where to put the light, and you get distracted and you stumble.
The flashlight.
The flashlight.
So
Great.
that's an issue.
Perfect. I was gonna give you the option to not do that, but I love that you leaned into it. Yeah, you trip and the flashlight hits against, again, protruding rocks, things coming out of the side. A lot of them are, not real rock because like kids and like tripping hazard. But you're taller than a kid. So you are right at the angle to like trip right into one of these things, and you catch yourself with the flashlight hand, and the flashlight glass just smashes right up against the side of this. And it's darker in here now than it was a few seconds ago.
Here, give me that.
Oh,
Let me
no.
fix it.
I'm-
I
I'm-
think Will is like, oh, we need light. Absolutely not. Can we continue this shot without this?
All right, I just kind of had it backwards, and hopefully they catch it. All right, do you need medical attention, honey? We're coming. We're coming,
I'm gonna
sweetie.
help Haley up and be like, "Oh, it came out of nowhere. I think it knocked her over."
That's a 10 on the repair for the flashlight.
Nice. Tiger, did the flashlight have a starting value to it? I do not have all the loot items
We'll
memorized.
go look really quickly. I forgot.
I think if you took it as a starting item, it should have had a D10
Light, lights up.
amount of use.
Yeah, it must be under that. Oh yeah, available items. Yeah,
Yeah.
D10.
Yeah, so your starting item started at D10, which means they kind of have that much use. Every time you use them, the use decreases. So it would go from a 10 to an 8 to a 6 to a 4, and when it hits a 4, it's completely unusable. So technically, it has not been destroyed. It just dropped down to a D8. The light, it's a little bit cracked. But then, yeah, if you repair it, you can actually bump it back up to a D10, so it still
Yes.
has all of its use and usefulness, right?
Yes.
But then do remember that your skills are going down
Sure do.
as you make those checks.
That 9 increases our cool by 1, right?
I got a 10
Mhm.
actually.
Oh, you got a 10 does, yes.
Yeah.
9 would not. I think it has to be higher than 9.
9 or plus.
Or is it 9? Oh no, it is 9 plus. For some reason my brain 9 plus meant higher than 9, but that's not how numbers work. 9 plus includes a 9. So yeah, why don't you describe to me how Will does this in such a way that it increases the cool?
I think he'll use because I imagine the part of the flashlight that broke was like a glass, like the glass part leading the light if that was used to like block. I think what he'll do is like just from his pocket because he's got everything ever needed in existence. He like still holding the camera like put it back in and then like super glue or like have Darsh come over and help super glue the side and be like, all right, so this is gonna keep it because we just need to make sure it doesn't bother the actual light. And he's like, he's just trying to help and just make sure
Darsh
this
is like
works fine.
filming all of this.
So he's like, okay, so we just need the lens didn't crack, weird, but thankful, and then we're just gonna make sure it fits back in, slots it back in, and then just like shines a light, and I think maybe catches a part of the wall that looks closer to like geode or mineral filled. So I think then the shot just becomes light geode, and then like that prism of color that will happen from it.
Yeah, if there's nothing supernatural here, you're gonna have a really great show about coffee and rocks.
Yeah, like it's great.
And then Enzo, you were coming over and helping Haley up and
Just kind of
trying
trying
to add to the show. Yeah.
being dramatic about it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Enzo. It's okay, honey. We're coming. We're coming to help.
And Haley just totally misses Enzo's reference to the monster and continues in on, it's a kid. There's a kid in here.
Yeah.
So you still have your light. Although it does look like we've lost Darsh to the shadows again. As their internet might be struggling.
The shadows TM.
But you're able to keep going. Again, you have the light, and you are going just kind of, around corners, through different turns. And to figure out what happens here, I am going to go. And so I got a donation earlier that is for a dice size increase for myself. The only time that I roll dice is when I'm rolling to make your lives harder.
Oh no.
So I think I'm going to do that now, just to see, give a little bit of nod to random chance. I am going to roll on a particular table that I have access to, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, let's see. Okay. You, as you walk, it's been quiet in here, other than just the sound of your footsteps and the sound of Will giving lighting directions. But you hear that thud noise again, much, much closer to where you are.
I think just a quick camera, like wherever he heard that, he's aiming for on camera.
Can we do the thing that we practiced in the van, and I'll have you use the night vision goggles on
Sure.
the camera?
Yeah. I think then he'll switch to like the head camera that he has, and we'll set that up within the night vision goggles to show that.
Do I roll with the night vision goggles then? I don't know how that works. But.
Joint roll? I don't
You
know.
can help. So you can both choose to roll for something and take
Okay.
the highest. However, if there is, if there's not a highest, if you both get consequences from it, the consequences affect both of you.
Okay.
But yeah, you can choose to both make a check together.
You want to do
And
that?
this is sounding like
Sure.
it's going to be shoot, which can, shoot can refer to shooting a weapon, but also shooting with the camera, obviously.
And then
Or
would I
is it-
roll the goggles?
I have a because I have a starting item for head camera.
Or do we have to roll
Oh
the
yeah,
same
if you're
thing?
using items, you absolutely can use your items instead.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I believe since both of those are starting items, they would both be a D10.
Yes. I also have 2 head camera. Like head cameras come in pairs of 2, so it's chill.
If I want to upgrade that, could I make it a D12
You can
for
with
the
your dice
donation?
upgrade. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that then.
I wouldn't. Okay, so
No?
we can take the highest roll, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
take the highest. Yeah.
Don't waste it yet. I got
Okay,
a
I
9
won't.
on the head camera.
All right, and I got a 7.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No. When two people work together, you do take the highest dice out of that. Yeah. You share the risk, share the reward. And yeah, a 9 increases your cool rating again. So you've gone from a 2, which was an okay show, 1 increase through a stunt, and now 2 increases through just incredible camera angling. That you've reached a 5, and if you can maintain this for the rest of the episode, you're gonna have the coolest show around with the best camera angles possible. So yeah, you flip the camera, you get the camera in, you get the night vision goggles on, and with the night vision goggles on, are you the one watching, or who's looking at the camera right now?
I think I would
Enzo?
have Enzo watch it, and I'd record Enzo seeing through it.
Okay. Nice.
Enzo, when you start looking around with the night vision goggles, it's subtle, but you notice little tiny movements all around you in all of the shadows that are not being cast by you or your friends or your camera. And there's nobody else here.
Haley, you got that salt?
I'm seeing them all over. They're over here. No, now they're over here. They're moving constantly. I don't know. Are you getting this, Will?
Yeah, I got it. Anyone grab salt from the cafe at all?
Haley has some in her hair.
I saw that part, like the falling.
Yeah, I just kind of brushed it off my hat. I that was my last one. I don't normally put salt in my coffee, so no, I didn't grab salt this time.
Okay. I think
It's
I'm
not gonna
sure
hurt them, is it? I don't want to. Is the salt gonna hurt them?
it should protect us.
This is definitely not a child we're dealing with.
I
This
don't
is
think
not
so.
something of this earth.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that they're a threat either. They might also be hurt or in danger.
That's
What
true.
what are you seeing? I'm not seeing anything. What are you seeing?
Right. I guess the only people who would see it are Enzo
Yeah.
and the camera right now.
Shadows moving very quickly from wall to wall.
Quick
Okay,
movement.
your voice got funny there.
Yeah. Will,
Shadows
Will,
are,
Will just behind him, like shadows. They're bouncing in a way that shadows shouldn't bounce.
are are they? Do they look like they're hurting themselves? Are you okay? Are the rocks hurting the shadows? Are you guys okay? Can you speak?
You hear another very close by, just thumping sound.
All right. I tell you what. I'm going to take out my tarot cards, and we're going to do a reading for the shadows, and we're going to see like if that's a way that they can communicate with us, since I can't hear them speaking.
Yeah. And I know that is an object that you have, and that
Yes.
should be a D10. So go ahead and roll.
And people watching, I don't know anything about tarot. It was in the system. It was in the game. 7.
Okay. 7 is a flat success. Everyone's rolling really well. I need to make you roll more so your skills go down.
I mean,
So
it
again,
went from a 3 to a 7, so.
yeah.
Well,
When
that
you
goes
use
into
an item, it does go down a dice size as you kind of like used one up. And yeah, without needing to get into the specifics of what, exactly is being communicated to you, you start to pull cards to try and communicate with the shadows. And I think that this is going to go kind of like hand in hand with what happens as the rest of you keep hearing this like thudding sound getting closer and closer. And with the repaired flashlight, you look around the corner and you realize, you were kind of right at the point of like looking around down like another curve where the hallway goes back. And you look down and you see just stuff everywhere all over the ground, like just like exhibits that have been knocked over, rocks and stuff that have fallen off the ground. And the sense you get combined with the reading from the tarot cards and the like lay of the land is just chaos. Just something here, or maybe many somethings here, just
Uh-oh.
turning this cave into a little realm of chaos.
I think it might not be a human child, but maybe still children. Um,
But the little ones that fly like Tinkerbell. So what are those? Those?
I think I have something that
Faye.
might help.
Darsh, what are you saying this in
Um,
character to the group?
yeah. Darsh is gonna pull out this random book that they found in the boxes that has like very I'm gonna say like entry level info about like supernatural beings.
Okay, very nice. And I'm assuming
One with the
that's
wings and the pixie dust. That one. Is it this? Is it that? Are there a lot of them?
I think you just said it in the description. Pixie dust are pixies. I think that's what you're talking about.
That's the one.
And I will shine my light on the book so that Darsh can read it easier.
excellent.
I
Yeah, as
have the
Darsh
camera
flips
over
through the book.
yeah.
Go ahead and roll, I believe, again, assuming D10 if it's a starting item, for book knowledge.
That is a 6.
Success.
Okay, just over the limit for success. Yeah, I'm gonna say for fun flavor, this book is from the previous supernatural themed show that the network put on, which you've all heard about a little bit. You've all heard whispers of. Darsh, I think you knew some people who worked on that
Who
show.
worked on it?
You don't know exactly how it ended, but you know that it ended badly. I think when you turn to like the very last entry in the notebook, it's like big text, like it's all real. Like the network doesn't care if we live or die, like big like capital letter text.
I'm just gonna, and then I think Will like moves like reads it, and it's like, oh no.
Yeah, don't film that. But you see that for just like a moment of shock. And then you were like, okay, we don't have time to unpack all that right now. I need to figure out what's going on here. And you flip through and you start to get the sense that, yeah, this was just kind of someone's notes they were taking on the show in their process of becoming more and more of a believer in the supernatural. And you do find a page basically just detailing, it's just called Shadow Creatures. But everything on it seems to match what you have found. They like dark places. They cause a lot of chaos. And the big thing that kind of tips it off is that they draw their energy from people around them. And you're remembering the coffee and the tiredness. And you're realizing, like, oh, everyone here is being drained to give more energy to this little swarm of things in these caves. And
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No.
Does it say, dear Darsh? Does it say how we can live peacefully with them? Like how we can
I don't know.
help
I had
them
misreading.
and communicate to them, like how they can be maybe a little bit less of a problem for us.
Let's see. Let's continue reading.
So
Sorry,
as you look through, no worries. I mean, that's a good question to ask. And that is the next thing. You like look to the section on like what to do, which there is a section. There is the word witchcraft and a bunch of question marks next to it. There's also just the word pray and a bunch of question marks next to it. Which from the rules, witchcraft and prayer are both skills that certain party members can have that I don't think anyone here knows any witchcraft.
Nope.
And I mean anyone can pray, I guess, but I don't think you have the prayer skill. But there's those things with question marks, and then the person just wrote IDK, get them to leave somehow, with also more question marks next to it. So you're not seeing anything about how to live peacefully with them. You're just seeing, like, convince them to leave. Not that it tells you how to do that, but might be your best bet here.
So the lady
I
from the
have.
coffee shop said that the people were
Mhm.
drinking more coffee because they were being drained. What if we offered the shadows the coffee directly?
You see a mouth on him?
Mm,
I
you
don't see
never
them at
know.
all.
Okay, great.
They,
Enzo, you see a mouth on him?
they do not appear to have any human body parts.
Hmm.
And then,
Okay.
Darsh, was there something you were gonna
I have
suggest?
an above table question. My intern skill is essentially I can use my intern skill to replace any other skill. So,
Ooh.
Witchcraft.
Intern learns witchcraft.
so could I extend the relationship I have with the person who wrote this journal and just be like, oh, my roommate wasn't insane. This is actually all real, and what they wrote down is actually helping. So maybe I could, I don't know, try to remember what they were doing around the house the last couple of weeks before they moved out, and were like, fuck this place.
Of course, they're all real, Darsh. The only thing that's not real in there is prayer.
Yeah, absolutely. I am, before you do that, going to do one more thing, which
Oh, no.
is that I was given one more complication that
Oh
I can
dear.
use. And I think that I'm just going to do that as a mechanical complication at this point because it seems to fit. That everyone just takes one stress from
Okay.
the various things that have been going on because that is a complication option. And that
Mhm.
feels correct, like with the sequence of events going on here. Um, has led to like, yeah, okay, everyone is feeling it a little bit, and the feeling that like, from seeing the shadows move,
Mhm.
and like reading that last page of the book, everyone takes on one stress.
And
But
how
yeah,
does
I'm
stress
gonna
work in
say
this game, producer?
stress works. You just keep track of your stress, and if you take a couple stress, you're fine. And if you reach 4 stress, you take the vulnerable condition. And when you're vulnerable, it's a lot easier for bad things to happen to you. You can clear stress by taking a break. If we get around to taking a break from the action and resting and
Mhm.
recovering.
Coffee
So
shop,
just
anybody?
yeah. It's just right now in the middle of just like, yeah, let's just walk back out. Which you can do. You can just walk back out to the coffee shop and be like,
We just
nope,
nope.
we don't get paid
Yeah.
enough.
We nope our
Um,
way out of it. We're like,
nope,
mm-mm.
bye.
Uh-uh.
Um,
Nuh-uh.
no. But yeah, I think that because I'm looking at the intern and um, yeah, it does say you're here to do you're here to do basically everything the team does not want to do. Um, Oh, you also have a thing that you can help people clear stress, as the intern. Um, but yeah, if you are able to take on any other skill, I don't know that has to be the skill of someone else, like specifically here. I think you can just learn a skill. Um,
I know
I
witchcraft now, guys.
yeah, all of a sudden the intern thinks really hard and learns a little bit of witchcraft.
Just
Remembers what incense their roommate was burning weeks ago.
Um, Yeah, it can use any other skill and perform any action. Followed by the sentence, use your intern
I
powers
didn't
wisely.
I just had to look up my skill and like what it meant. But wow, that is a little
That's broken.
much.
I love that.
That's OP as all hell.
If anyone should be OP as all hell, it should be the intern. Like, let's be clear.
Yeah.
That is the correct,
The
like,
the unpaid intern.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. You're an unpaid intern, but you get to do something really cool. I do imagine it's the kind of thing where, like, you can only, again, you can only do it a certain number of times. Like, you can't do this
Mhm.
forever.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, but I think as you think back to, your roommate who had done this before, and you start thinking like, yeah, witchcraft, question mark, I could probably put something together.
Yeah.
What I am gonna say is that you realize it would be relatively simple, but you are gonna need to like set something up in here. Like there's the big shadow overhead, and you're starting to put together like, okay, that's maybe like a source that's sustaining them, and they're drawing their energy from the people around them. And maybe if I like set something up in kind of like the center of their little base and perform some kind of ritual with some kind of light, I could get them to realize that this is not a good, suitable home for them, and I can banish them back into the
Right.
shadows.
Cut back to the bad right out of the way here where I gave you tarot reading. I pulled out the magician card for you.
Yeah. And we were like, oh, what does that mean? You're like, well, interns are magic. And you're like, oh, interns are magic.
Are magic.
You're like, oh, that was literal. Oh, we're
Yeah.
talking literally. Okay, great.
Yeah. So you're gonna need to do a little bit of setup, basically. But yeah, you think you could
Right.
do this.
Should I roll for it to see?
Yeah. So what are you gonna use as like? You have a feeling you need some light source here, and you've got
am gonna
one
ask-
flashlight.
I'm gonna ask if anyone has like candles or matches.
I have the flashlight, but I could.
I think I saw some in the van. We can go back
Yeah,
out
you
to
can
the
go to the
van.
van.
I have
as long
a
as we can get
thought.
back up to them.
I don't
Go
think
for
we
it.
should leave by ourselves.
Okay.
We can send the
You
intern.
said-
Oh, wait.
It's like there are things strewn about. Are there perchance little gemstones or crystals strewn about?
Go ahead and make a loot check, which is what I was hoping we could get at least one of those in there.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So a loot check is a higher skill. It is the only thing that a D20 is used for.
Okay.
In this game, so you are rolling on a.
Did you get a 20? Did you get a 20 or a 1? Is that a 20 or a
20
1?
or a 1?
I got a 20. I got a
It's a
20.
4.
It's a 5.
I can't show it. I can
which
just
is
pick it up and show it.
Is
I got
that
a-
mean a
I
good
got a
thing in
20.
this game? What do the different numbers mean in this game?
No,
no.
high is good. So it's basically like it's about how strong of an item you find is what the loot check is. And I just
find
wanted
the
you to roll it because on a 1 you don't find anything and something bad just happens to you. And that would have also been really funny. But on a 20 you find the most useful and the strongest and the most ideal of what it was you were looking for. So absolutely you find the like perfectly reflect, what comes to mind is the light show that Will and Haley were putting on earlier. And so you're like, yeah, I can set up the one flashlight we have in such a way with all of these little rocks that they were getting ready to install, and I can make this detailed and like much brighter. Like we had 10 flashlights in here, little light show. And so Darsh just starts setting that up.
I also, I'm gonna say
While Darsh
rolled,
is doing something. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
because I rolled more than a 7, everyone can clear their stress.
That's true.
Yes, that is also true. Everyone's stress gets, with the lights on, everything looks a little bit less stressful. And then Enzo, what were you gonna say?
While Darsh is doing something smart and helpful, can I do something stupid and bad?
Of course, always.
And try to, like, Enzo's still like tracking these things with the goggles and the camera, and like trying to like he's trying to grab a fly out of the air. Can I try to like actually catch or grab or hit one?
Yeah, I don't see why not. If you are still, you're still like looking at them, you still have the thing on. I'm gonna have you roll that as just luck, like just straight luck, to see what happens. In which luck is just I tell you what dice to roll, because I can do that.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's basically based on the chances of something bad happening here. I'm gonna say roll a d6.
Not a D4? It seems
Not
like
a
a
D4.
D4 to me.
You can still succeed
Okay.
here and have nothing.
We don't
bad
have to. We don't have to make this worse.
All right. That's a 1.
No.
See, it didn't matter what dice size I had you roll.
Yeah.
I wanted to give you a chance of success at
Sure.
the very least. But no, yeah, on a 1 you most definitely do not succeed. So the first thing that happens is the cool rating of your show drops by 1. So you no longer have a perfectly 5-star rated episode. It drops down to a 4. You still got time. You can salvage that.
Yeah. Enzo looks stupid trying to like grab at nothing.
Yeah, Will just happens to have the camera right on you for like a really extended shot where the camera can't see what you're doing because it's not looking through the night vision goggles. Yeah. But yeah, it's just Enzo like just pawing at the air because no one else can see the shadows. But for the complication, because something goes wrong when you get a 1.
I feel like Haley and Enzo are this show's complications.
Yeah.
The two face characters.
The 2 face characters. Well, meanwhile, yeah, as always, right? It's the 2 face characters. Meanwhile, the interns doing everything in the background.
Yep.
And the tech guy.
And the tech guy, of course. The tech guy doing all the work, getting all the best shots. I think the other thing that happens is Enzo, you don't think you're doing anything, right? You're just kind of grabbing. You're just kind of going for it. Until one of the shadows grabs you back and starts moving down your arm. So Enzo is going to take a stress from that. And that complication is going to continue to complicate, depending on Dersh's role here.
Oh, right, my witchcraft roll. Yeah. Oh, please, oh lord.
Yeah, maybe you used up all the luck on that 20.
That is a 9.
Let's go.
Okay, you did not.
Our cool goes back up.
Our cool goes back up. Nice. Amazing. Why don't you tell me the flavor of what this looks like as Darsh performs witchcraft for the very first time and is able to both draw the shadow back off of Enzo and also banish these creatures out of these caves.
Ooh. I think with the setup that Darsh has, with the flashlight kind of reflecting on all of these crystals, it kind of creates this like beautiful amalgamation of like colors that just kind of like fill the area. And like once it kind of like reaches the light kind of reaches Enzo, whatever shadow has got him probably kind of like what is it, recedes a little, and as whatever spell Darsh is casting kind of grows and grows, with like it's not anything from the flashlight. I would say it's definitely not magic, but the light just keeps growing and growing and growing and filling the room and spilling into like maybe one room over or into the hallway. But yeah, I don't know if the shadow creatures make sounds. Yeah. But the thuds definitely stop.
Yeah. No, as the light
we definitely have to tell the curators about this. These candles make these gems really come to life.
Yeah, as the light fills the space, Enzo, you through your goggles can see and watch like the shadows. You see the movement much faster now. So it's like trying to move away to like get out of the light. As everything in here becomes much, much clearer, you can see the chaos and the destruction that's been caused by these creatures as they have been here. And you watch them flee and rescind back out of here. And you think you see some of them like going up, like they're going back up potentially into the big shadow that is out overhead. Hopefully to leave and never come back, as I think something just happened with the stream. I hope. I don't know if my captions are working. My internet seems to be to have died with the shadows. As we've kicked the shadows out, we have apparently also kicked out my Wi-Fi. But it seems to be back well enough to be able to hold us up, hopefully, for the end here. As we are reaching the end of our story. as we had the shadows, I literally think my Wi-Fi went out as the shadows were receding out of the room, fleeing. Enzo, you were watching some of them kind of leave upwards, right? Like going back up to the shadow that was being cast over the building, hopefully to flee. You don't know that quite yet until, you all gather your stuff and head outside, right? I imagine Will still filming everything that's happening. And I think you go out, especially since you're ending on a cool rating of 5, which is the highest you can get. You end on, like, you get to go and you get to get a shot of the shadow receding away from the top of the building to be replaced with just everything is normal. Like, it is normal. The sun is out. There's light out. And everything in the museum just looks as it did.
If I could add,
Yeah, go for it.
we still have the stand, like the set up camera on the inside.
Mhm.
So I think while the shot of the shadows clearing outside, we have a shot of the light filling up the cave space on the inside. So it could be a simultaneous shot on those two.
Absolutely. Both of those side by side. And yeah, the producer comes out of the van, like, applauding, like, clap, because he's been watching from the safety of the van, which, Darsh, maybe you realize now, like, there's a reason he's waiting in the van, because you're pretty sure he was the producer on that other show, too, and maybe knows what happened to them, and still tried to do a reboot of the same show concept, but, money. So he comes out and he's like, applauding like a job well done from the show. And yeah, you guys get a cool rating of 5 to end out our show, the highest cool rating you can get. And nobody died yet. Because after all, this is only the pilot episode. And with the amazing rave reviews that come out about the show in the next couple of weeks, you know that you're getting a full first season funded, and you don't know what exactly awaits you during this season. And with that, if nobody has anything else they're going to add.
End the pilot with. Oh, sorry.
Darsh, I heard you start to speak, and I think your audio.
End the episode with a shot of.
It sounds fine to me.
Oh, is it delayed?
Sounds good to me.
You're good.
It's good. It's just a little bit delayed for me, but I think that's a me problem. So keep going.
I thought it would be funny. I think it'd be funny if we ended with a shot of Darth just punching Jim Bob.
Right before that, Will is like, all right, so you don't want to tuck the thumb. You're going to break your thumb. You're just going to
And then right after that, going like completely up to Darsh. But like, are the shadows wherever they went? Are they okay? Do you think they're okay?
Yes. I'm sure they're okay.
Excellent.
Oh.
All right. Well, I think that's a great way to end. And then, roll credits. And Darsh is absolutely credited in the end credits. Still as an intern, it doesn't matter that you learned how to do witchcraft. They're not paying you more for that. They're like, that wasn't in your original contract, sorry. We'll have to negotiate. You'll have to get someone to help you negotiate a new contract. Now that you've learned witchcraft, which is a valuable skill you can bring to the table. But with that, thank you everyone for being here, for watching, and thank you so much to everyone who's donated. We don't have a progress bar set up quite yet because I made a lot of this stuff. And by made, I mean I put together and added our names to this stuff last night to the amazing overlay. Again, you can go and check out. We'll have the social media in the chat for the person who does all of our amazing art. I'm going to move us back to the scene with all of our names on it as we go around and say our outros. We're going to go in the same order that we went before. So, Agent P, why don't you go ahead and kick us off?
Hello, everyone. Have been, and will always be Agent P, as Jaden pronouns. You can find me on the internet, on Blue Sky at theagentp.bluesky.social, and on Instagram at the.agent.p. On Twitch, you can find me on Alternative Wednesdays, I think we're doing currently, over on Pamphlet's Tables, playing a wonderful tiefling who is trying to redeem their family. So hop on by, say hi, and that's me.
Bye, everybody. I'm M. You can find me on Blue Sky at M Hubbard and other places. It was so much fun playing this game, and thank you all for watching and donating.
Oh, that's me. I am online pretty much everywhere under D Tiger Tron. That's how you say it as well. Blue Sky, Twitch here. I used to stream. If I ever get healthier again, I will stream again. Um, Also, if you follow me, you'll learn whenever my book comes out sometime, hopefully next year or two. But I'm still working on it because I'm a perfectionist. Ezra.
And I'm Ezra, and I've been Will Anderson. So I you can find me on Blue Sky at ez.raphael at bluesky.social, and you can find me on Instagram as Lil Rat Boy GM, boy spelled BOI. And that is me.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for donating. And thank you to my players. This is a fun game. I want to play this game again. I want to play this game for longer because I would love to watch you all go. You all rolled too well for a horror game. Even with all the complications that were thrown at you, you all just rolled fantastic. Nobody died. Womp womp. Which just means we have to do it again so that someone can die next time. Oh, cat visitor. And me, yes, hello. My name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. You can normally find me on Nerds with Dice. I'm here quite a bit. In fact, in particular, I'm currently on Fields of the Dead, our show at 8 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays, because I won't be there for the next 2 weeks. Everyone else will be there, and you should definitely check them out. But I am taking a break. I'm not doing anything for the rest of this month. As I said, I've been streaming for about a year. I've been streaming pretty consistently every weekend for about a year. I'm taking 2 weekends off. I'm doing nothing for the next 2 weeks. But then back, November 1st, I will be back immediately with one last Roll for Wishes game, also on Nerds with Dice. The announcements for that will be on my Blue Sky. I'm at Blue Sky at Quinn Beckham 27. You can find everything that I do over there. Including more, I won't be doing any of the charity events with Nerds with Dice for the All Hallows, All Dice events, but I will definitely be sharing and reposting all of those because I'm very excited. I have all the insider information as to what games are going to be run and who our GMs are going to be, and I'm super excited for some of the groups that are going to be coming and some of the games that are going to be played. So be on the lookout. You can follow Nerds with Dice on their social media if you want to get all of the insider information as those things slowly but surely we're going to start releasing specific information about the games. Nerds with Dice has a couple things coming up in the future that I'm not totally able to talk about yet, but I do know we have some more holiday events coming up toward the end of the year, and then starting in 2026, we're going to have our community theater getting kickstarted along with a whole bunch of different charity events. There's one in March that I'm really, really excited about. That again, I can't say anything other than I'm excited, so just enough of a teaser to hopefully get you interested enough to go and follow our social media. Um, Again, if people for here, want to catch more Roll for Wishes games, there are tons on tons of other channels. This is a multi-channel event. You can check out Logomancy, Pocket Dragon Pub, gosh, I'm blanking on the names of other channels that are participating this year, but I know there's a ton. If you go on the Tiltify for Roll for Wishes specifically, I think there's like 10 different channels that are participating. Maybe that's an over exaggeration in my mind, but I know there's a lot of different channels participating this year. So be sure to check out other Roll for Wishes games and events. And again, really quickly, one last drop in the chat for everyone who wants to check out. You can continue to donate if you would like, just not to support this game anymore, but to support the Make-A-Wish Foundation and to support future games on this channel. You can also check out, assuming I can spell this right, we have again our wonderful artist who makes all of our overlays for us. Makes most of our overlays for us. Makes all would probably be a good deal too much. We do have a production team, but for this particular overlay, haha, spelled it right. I've got their Blue Sky profile there at Starlit at Blue Sky Social. And again, our music provided by Dizzy the Bard. So Nerds with Dice is really a, as every stream, it's a team effort. We've got a lot of amazing people who contribute to making this happen, and you should definitely check out all of them. That is all. Still getting used to having to go through all of those announcements. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for watching. Again, this was so much fun to play in and so much fun to get to GM as I've been streaming for 1 year game. And I don't know how to raid people on Twitch, so we're not gonna do that. But if you'd like to go and find someone else to watch, you are free to do that on your own and have a great rest of your day or end of your day, depending on your time zones. Bye, everyone.
Yes.